Stinished It is recorded on the unceded lands of the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging, and to any First Nations people listening.
We acknowledge the long history of storytelling undertaken on this land.
Welcome back to Stinished It, the podcast where we chat about the things we've started.
Why are you so loud?
What? What do you mean so loud? We just did a mic test.
Welcome back to Stinished It,
Well,
the
I'm
podcast.
sorry, do you want me to mumble and mutter so no one knows who we are?
That's what I do every single time.
to Stinished It, the podcast where we chat about things we've started and finished and what we want to. I'm Reuben.
Let's say that clearly so that people
No, I don't want to anymore. I've changed my
Do it
mind.
Clearly.
Welcome back
don't
to
the bit that you-
Stinished It.
oh.
What bit?
Just the end
From
bit,
which
what
word?
it is. This is the
We
podcast
chat
where
about things we've started, finished, and what we are looking forward to.
God, I'm not looking forward to this episode.
No? Well, that's your own fault. What's
are
your
you?
name?
Who
What,
are you?
Why I have to go? I did do the intro. I'm
Yeah.
Reuben.
And?
And tonight, I'm just the talent. I'm not a producer. I'm not a high. Just fly in, record a podcast, fly out. That's all I'm here for.
What does that make
Barely
me?
that. I don't know. Producer? Executive producer. There's a cat on the keyboard.
Cat on the keyboard.
What does that make her?
I don't know.
Executive unproducer?
Makes her fucking nuisance. That's what it makes her. Okay, I'm now holding.
Not if
the
it makes her
computer.
that. She's just already that, inherently.
Anyways, I'm Jett.
Great. Wonderful.
And I'm sweating in this podcast.
Already?
studio. It's
We've
so
just
warm.
started.
Luckily, I've got an ice cold drink with me.
Hey.
Yeah?
You got a drink this week?
I do have a drink this
Wonderful.
week. What do you reckon it is?
What do I reckon it is?
Looking at it, what
Has
do
it
you
got
reckon?
some coffee?
Maybe.
Has it got some, it's got some ice?
Yeah.
It's got a lot of froth. That's what's throwing me off.
Yeah.
It's not, that's not milk froth. And it's not carbonated water froth because it's too creamy. So it's like Red
looks
Bull froth. I don't know.
Ooh. Yeah, it's just coffee mixed with Red Bull.
I'd believe it.
Really got to get myself excited for this episode, pumped up, especially after that intro.
Caffeine
my
on
goodness.
caffeine.
No, it's just an espresso martini.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But,
That's what it looks like.
Normally you don't have ice in it, but
Yeah.
I was in a rush, so it just has ice in there. And of course I added a signature salt
Oh, yeah.
to it.
You gotta add salt.
So I'm gonna have a sip.
Good sound.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That tastes,
nice.
yeah, that's
Good,
I'm
good.
actually
I'm
pretty
glad.
pleased. I was kind of concerned.
What a relief after last time.
Yeah, it was it was bad. Anyways, this podcast, on this podcast we talk about things that we've recently started, things that we've finished, things that we're looking forward to and looking back at. They're all the sorts of media or experiences or just things going on in our lives. Once again, this is a stupid podcast concept. Hey everyone,
There
just
are no rules.
Listen to us talk about things that we've done. Just us two specific boring people.
And you love it.
You love it.
A very small minority of you really love it.
And we love hearing it. And on that
Oh,
note,
yeah?
because we love hearing it so much, we're gonna do a mail.
We're gonna
section
do mail.
finally. Everyone's been calling, saying, "Hey, Jett and Reuben, you haven't done mail. We've been sending in some mail."
90% of our mail is read your mail.
Yep. So it's gonna be we'll see how the mail section goes, but we will do mail.
Mail this week.
If you want to send in mail, email us at stinishedit@gmail.com.
Or post us a letter and write stinishedit@gmail.com on it and give it to us in person. That is the only snail mail we will accept.
Yes, which we have received last episode, if you keep it
Wonderful.
up to date. It's really been that pressure. It's been that and then also the brick thrown through the window. that
Yeah, I
just
mean,
said-
the brick had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wasn't totally swayed until the brick. But also, don't do that, folks.
Nah, do it, why not? We've
Because
had
we live
rocks
here.
thrown at our window before.
It's true.
Friend of the podcast, Prim, aka Ollie, has thrown rocks at our window
True.
before to get our
I feel
attention.
like Ollie's thrown rocks at your window.
No, downstairs. The living room window.
I wasn't home.
No.
Or I was?
No, you weren't.
No, I didn't think
if
I
you were
was.
home, you'd be like, "Who's throwing rocks at our
Yeah.
window?" Fuck, mail, I guess. We got to do mail. Yeah, it's Reuben's fault we haven't done mail. He keeps putting us off.
I neither confirm nor deny
Have you?
anything.
It's been also. I feel like we should recognize the elephant in the room.
That I have had COVID and I can't speak?
Yeah, that
Or
you
a different elephant?
No.
Yeah.
That you have COVID
I'm
and
kind
you
of
can't
dying.
speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's bad.
We didn't do an episode last week.
Yep.
Much to Mine and everyone else's chagrin.
And mine.
We're shaking our fists.
I was also
specifically-
chagrined.
I
was chagrining.
I don't.
I was chagrining so
You were
hard.
not-
I was
you
like,
were-
these fools.
You were just frowning.
I was frowning
With
so
how
much.
sick
It
you
was so
were.
sad and sick and lame
I
and
felt bad,
boring.
yeah.
I couldn't do anything.
That's a lie. You watched things. You played things.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even read. It was depressing.
Yeah, but who needs books? Who needs books? They're just like, we've elevated at this point.
Have we?
When you can have media shot right into your eyes with the Apple Vision Pro coming probably January next year.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's going to be March. They haven't
so
announced
soon.
a date. They just said early 2024. Probably be January.
That's so soon for a product they introduced more than 6 months ago, but still so soon.
Nah, less than 6
It was
months
like
ago.
June, wasn't it? Isn't WWDC June?
Yeah.
And it's December?
Yeah, so 6 months ago.
Yeah, but more than 6 sounded
Yeah.
better. By January, it'll be more than 6.
Yeah, but it's not January.
What have you started?
What have I started?
Yeah.
What have you started?
What have I started? I'm
Yeah.
going first. All right.
Tell me what you started.
I've started Invincible Season 2. Is that the theme? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a lot of what I was going to say is like, geez, tell you what, it's been a while since the last one of these. Animation takes so long.
And it's not even good animation.
Look, that was needlessly cruel, but the level
You
of
gonna
complexity
deny
in the
it?
animation is low and has remained quite similar between seasons, which honestly surprised me a little bit. I was like, come on, guys, we're not doing anything more than this.
I've seen like Cartoon Network shows with better animation than Invincible. It's a great show. I'm not denying that.
The story is so
The
good.
acting is phenomenal.
It's very good.
It
Big
has-
names in this. J.K. Simmons, Sandra Oh, Stephen Yeun, others.
Yeah, all fantastic people.
I love others.
That made me
My
sick.
favourite celebrity. Yeah, you sounded real sarcastic.
Yeah, no, one
It
of them
sounded
has
like-
committed a
I was
felony.
gonna-
Guess which one?
Was it the old white man?
No, Stephen Yeun threw a
what?
threw a symbol at my head.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that he threw a rock through a window.
No, symbol at my head. I wasn't keeping in time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually where they based the movie Whiplash off.
Oh, yeah. Of you.
And because J.K. Simmons had spent so much time with Stephen Yeun
Oh,
doing
yeah.
Invincible, he had an
On season
insight,
1, 5 years ago or whatever.
insight into his brain and how
So
the
he
inner
was
workings.
right into that method acting.
He was a shoo-in.
Yeah.
A shoo-in for the role. Yeah. And then originally it's also going to be Stephen Yeun instead of Ryan Gosling in in La La Land.
Oh, yeah.
But
why
they
is
had a
that?
bit of a tiff on the
Do
set.
they have a tiff with a symbol?
Yeah.
But on
Stephen Yeun threw a symbol at Damien
Oh,
Chazelle's
great.
head. There's
Yeah.
just symbols
Wow,
being thrown
symbols
left and right.
everywhere.
That's
Mostly
actually
Stephen Yeun throwing symbols.
You know, it's pretty hypocritical of Damien Chazelle for like not going with Stephen Yeun and going with Ryan Gosling because that's where he got the idea for La La
Yeah.
Land. It was he threw a symbol at his head as
yeah?
well.
Oh, yeah. Hang
and
on.
he was like
You're going to have to rewind who threw it whose?
Stephen Yeun
Yeah.
threw a symbol at Damien Chazelle's head.
Oh, yeah, we've been over this, yeah.
Yeah. And because of that, the clashing sound that it made, Damien Chazelle was like, wow, I think I've just discovered jazz. I'm going to make a movie about discovering jazz.
And then I'm going to do it 2 more times in a row.
Yeah, that man loves jazz.
Loves jazz.
Loves jazz.
Loves jazz.
And I don't like having a symbol dent in my head. It's really...
But you discovered jazz.
I
So
did
pros and
discover
cons,
jazz.
You know.
You know what?
What?
I appreciate that.
It's worth
Like,
it, isn't it?
I can discover jazz if it hits me in the head. Unlike some people here, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't know
what
jazz if it
is.
hit me in the face.
If it hit you in the face with a
You
big
have to call
symbol.
it jizz and put it in Star Wars. And then I go, oh yeah,
Is
jazz.
it called jizz in Star Wars?
I mean, Disney's trying to like whateverify it or whatever. But yes, it's called jizz.
What do you
and
mean
will
they're
forever
trying to-
remain jizz.
How are they trying to?
They're doing a
whateverify
woke or whatever. I don't know.
What do you mean they're doing a
They're
woke?
trying to call it a different thing.
I feel like it's not. It's the anti-woke who would be like, don't call things.
Yeah, no, I
nothing
agree.
Sexual. Everyone is just two people, and they.
What I'm
walk
doing is a
in
joke.
Black and white. What the fuck am I
What
talking
the fuck is
I don't
that?
know.
Yes, 2 people walking. Are you describing apartheid South Africa?
No, the patriarchy.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's all systems repression. It's all the same, isn't
It's
it?
all the same.
Yeah.
Oh, famously, you do believe that all systems of oppression are the same.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
That's always.
You don't see
yeah,
any
yeah.
differences.
I don't see any differences.
You don't see
Everyone
oppression-
is equal. I
oppression.
don't see oppression. I just see color. No, black and fuck. I don't know. Shades of.
Tell me
It
about
doesn't
Invincible.
matter. I'll tell you about Invincible.
What's this show about? Is it about a superhero?
I've watched like 1.5 episodes of this. For
Yeah.
some reason, it's just not clicking in my brain. I think I just watched it the wrong time of night, as in too late at night.
Did you have COVID?
I didn't even have COVID. I didn't even have COVID brain as an excuse.
Wow.
It's like, so this show, we're like, wow, great story, isn't it? But because I had A, forgotten about the previous bits of story, and B, had not yet got invested in this new one. It felt like we were just wandering.
Around where?
What cities it set in?
I don't know. You're
That
the
one.
You're the one who's seen it.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you can't really tell because it's pretty crudely drawn, isn't it?
I know, you can't even tell
The
what city it
skyline's
is.
a bunch of dicks.
What?
Crudely drawn.
Oh, very good. That was
you.
really good. Sorry, I still got some COVID brain.
That's all good.
I should have got that and done that justice.
Look, I'll have
I
some
thought you were
leniency.
talking about Bane in Harley Quinn somehow. I was like, that's not what happened.
What?
That's not what that was.
What are you saying? Because it's a big Bane and he has his penis out as he's
But the buildings were
doing a
normal
Godzilla.
buildings. That's the only reason the joke was. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The point about Invincible is I've forgotten why it's good and I'm failing to remember. So I feel like I'm not doing it justice.
I think it's characters.
the
and-
train scene happened. Sorry,
train.
I've just remembered why it's good.
Yeah.
I'm
Are
all
we
good.
doing spoilers for Invincible Season 1?
Invincible Season 1 spoilers right here, right now.
Okay, so we're not doing a sealed section at the end of the
No,
episode?
his dad's a big evil alien who
Yeah.
drives his face through a train at the end.
It's basically Superman. It's the story of Superman's son growing up, being a superhero,
Yeah.
not having superpowers for a while, but then, like, finally getting
Flight,
them.
do they have laser vision? No, they just have strength and flight.
Strength and flight,
speed.
I think. No, they have laser vision.
Yeah?
I don't know, I feel like... I don't
No,
know.
I don't remember any scene where they use it.
Okay, well,
No,
not bad.
That's okay. Just trying to remember. We're working collaboratively.
Sorry, I was thinking about the other evil superhero
You were
villain.
thinking about Homelander.
From the
Homelander
other
and his son, who he turns into. Basically the
Amazon
same
superhero
story.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
But that one looks better. Can you believe how they drew that one? The boys look so good. Can you believe the animation quality? Looks like real life. Photorealistic. Anyway, what were you saying?
I was saying that in this show you have the main character whose superhero name is Invincible, and yeah, he gets superhero powers, and at that point his dad's like, all right, now I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I'm actually not here to help the people of Earth. I just want to like fuck everyone over and probably like terraform it for his like natural alien
Yeah, your
species
mum's
or
like a
whatever.
pet, and I don't care about anyone except you and me.
Yeah, so that was a
Brutal.
big brutal reveal, and they have a big biff.
Big Biff,
Big Biff.
a big tiff
Big
with
Tiff.
a cymbal. Clang, it's really loud. That's not the right cymbal sound. Thank you.
I'm
I don't
hitting
have
you
the
with the
breath for
cymbal.
that.
Ready? What?
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna go.
I'm hitting you with multiple cymbals. Ready?
Oh yes. Nice.
Thank you.
Ooh, we could do an a cappella song here. This could be a whole thing,
Okay,
but we
let's
don't
go.
have time. The cat is like, what is this? This
Who's join
is a
in?
break from our scheduled programming.
Do some vocals. Do a little meow. That's Reuben.
That's me, everyone. I shouldn't be doing that with this throat.
No.
There's an elephant in the room in my throat. I don't know how it fits. I think what the obstruction is like a belly preview.
You got a big elephant in there.
I got a whole elephant in here.
On the bright side, it will be easier to do a trumpet sound for our new a cappella band.
Sure will.
Do a trumpet sound. I don't think this is that easy. Oh my
This is
God.
something. What are you? You abandoned me. I need that beat.
Yeah,
you
what
can't keep the beat.
I wanted to.
Not my time. Not my tempo.
Yeah,
Not my tempo.
Are you gonna hit?
Not my
cymbals at
tempo.
me?
Yes.
Ow,
Not my
fuck.
tempo.
What's going on in Invisible season 2? God, I wish.
It opened
I
with
was
some sort of
invisible.
alternate reality where Mark, who is the kid, agreed to be evil. Like he went with his dad.
Okay.
So there's some sort of alternate dimension going on. Then there was a very sympathetic villain who just wanted to do good, but when there was a misunderstanding and Mark bashed up his machine, and so now he's turned into this like horrible deformed brainiac thing. Remember those big blue clones?
Yeah, the 2 blue clones.
Oh, no spoilers, but they were involved in that. And then there was a scene where Mark's mum, who is the partner of the Viltrumite J.K. Simmons, whose name Omni-Man,
Omni-Man.
and she was like feeling real sad because like the man she'd been married to for like 20 years was like, nah, you're just like a pet to me, and then pissed off.
Because he lives for so long. So
Yeah.
I've been with plenty of people. Why the fuck would I give about
it means
shit
very
about
little
this
to him.
woman who I've been with for like 0.01% of my life?
Yeah, brutal. And so she was feeling real sad about that, and the Russian lady came around and made her a beef stroganoff or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Weirdly specific, but that's what I remember.
Sure.
What can I say? COVID brain, which I didn't have then, but I have now.
Okay.
Along with this elephant in my throat.
Do you think it would have Do you think it would improve it?
Which?
The elephant in your throat.
Oh,
the enjoyment
the
of the show.
stroganoff. Oh.
The stroganoff?
Yeah, if I eat it, will it improve the elephant in my throat?
Oh.
That makes more sense
I feel
than
like
what
it
you
would
said.
just clog it up.
I feel like it would just clog it up.
What is stroganoff?
more.
I feel like that's a sausage type thing.
Isn't it like a curry thing? Like you put in the beef
Oh, that could
and maybe...
lube up the elephant.
It could. It's
Do
exciting
you want
out
the
or
elephant to go
further in.
up or
Yeah, I think I
down?
want it to come up.
I think so.
Like, that'll be a mess, but if it goes down,
But the clout you would get for
that's way further down.
for like ingesting an elephant.
I
think that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but what if I explode?
I don't think you'd.
Like, it fits in my throat.
I feel like if at any point you were gonna explode, it was.
I would have
putting the
already
elephant
exploded.
In. Yeah.
But
you've got
slippery
some
slope
good stuff.
fallacy. Like, I can't just keep going
That's
on
what
that.
you want, a slippery slope.
That's what I need. I
That's
need
what
a
you
slippery slope.
And some stroganoff would probably help with
That's
that.
what I should be doing right now. But instead, I'm here doing this.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Anyway, enough about a show that I don't remember or know anything about.
Oh, is that it?
I don't know. What else is it? I'm only like an episode
about
and a
this?
half.
How about this?
Did you watch the Adam Eve prequel show?
No.
Me neither. I feel like I maybe missed one or two small things that might matter, but I'm like, I can't go back. I'll lose all the momentum that I have, which is very little.
Is still paying Mr. Jeffy money for this?
Unfortunately, I am, but I think I need to cancel that because I'm not even watching it.
You should. Once again, just get me to ask some people with an eye patch to get it for you.
Do you want to pirate this for me?
No, not pirating.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just put on. It's not really people with an eye patch. It's
No.
me with an eye patch.
Talking
I
to
put on
yourself
an
in
eye
the mirror.
patch, and then I break into Amazon headquarters and steal the USB that
See,
it's on.
for something like The Boys, I would love you to do that for me, but for this show that I'm forgetting to watch, I feel like I wouldn't ask that of you, you know? So I'll just either pay Jeff or stop paying Jeff, depending on what I remember.
See, he's getting you because you're not even watching
That's
the
how
thing.
he
and
gets.
you're still
That's
paying
how they
him.
get you.
Out
This is
of
what
all of the
streaming
companies,
services is.
to like
All
be
of the
like
companies.
out of all of the like media companies.
Okay, that narrows it down somewhat. There's like 4 of those max.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like max.
Not for long though.
Not-
Maybe there's a merger. Maybe Paramount and Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Paramount.
There's gonna be 3. I can't wait for there to be one fewer company.
All right, everyone.
One fewer company.
Everyone.
company.
That means you, Reuben. Shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
thank God.
We're pivoting. We're pivoting this from an Invincible talk.
Please,
to
anything.
Let's talk about this fucking merger between Warner Brothers and Paramount. Now, famously, just in this past year, there was a merger between Warner Brothers and Discovery, where they merged, and it began the end of all times. It's the end of days.
David Zaslav in charge of even more stuff. The nightmare scenario.
Yeah. Second coming's happening, and it's going to be everyone all out war between heaven and hell. And
by that you mean Heaven and Disney?
No, I mean
opposite?
Amazon and
Oh, I'm
Disney.
sorry. You mean Amazon and Disney? How
Yeah.
could I forget?
So they merge, and that was bad news, real bad news, because by some accounts, Warner Brothers was pretty good at making stuff. They had HBO, which made very high quality television shows, like the creme of the creme, the creme of the creme of the creme of the. I couldn't think of another thing.
The creme.
The creme
the
that's
second
on
thing.
top of my espresso martini, the best
The
creme,
creme of the espresso martini.
which has salt in it, so it's even more creamy. Creamy.
more crummy, more like.
So I'm just gonna go listen to my jizz and drink my creme. They made good stuff. Discovery, while they made some good stuff, like they had Mythbusters, they have some pretty good worldly shows. In recent years, they've been making dog shit stuff.
We're doing Love Island season 27. We're doing.
Did they do that?
My Hot MILF Stepmom or whatever. These are both real shows.
Yeah.
I may have got the title slightly wrong, but that MILF one is definitely the word is in the title.
Yeah. They make a lot of reality shows that do very well in America. So when they merge, I don't know if it was leaked out, but a bunch of like panels from basically a PowerPoint presentation.
It's just
for the
MILF Manor.
companies.
It's way less exciting than I remembered. But yes, go on.
There was a PowerPoint presentation that leaked that was basically showing the benefits of this merger. HBO, it has famous IPs such as the DC Universe and Game of Thrones and Succession, Discovery. They have the Real Housewives of like New Orleans. They have, well, Mythbusters doesn't exist anymore, so like Blue Planet, and then they have like they just named a bunch of other like reality shows. So it's like clearly
these two things are equal. Yay!
They very much, and while DC by and large has not done as well lately, and neither is Game of Thrones, but well, that's kind of on the up and up. There was still like massive like tempo IPs.
The Last of Us is a HBO.
The Last of Us. And they also had a breakdown of like the benefits of each of them, and it's like Warner Brothers, those are for the boys. The action, the seriousness. Discovery is for women, where it's, you know, all that reality show stuff and all that frivolous stuff. They literally said this in an internal PowerPoint presentation while discussing the benefits of this merger, being like, now we have boys and girls included.
Also, we're going to scrap all of that good programming.
Yes.
And just have shit for, I don't know, tweens.
So now, after that merger, because they were still trying to make money, they cut out... Well, I mean, it was a big thing with why the writers struck and why the actors struck as well. But they started just taking stuff off their services. There are a bunch of great things.
Everyone's done that, though.
Yeah, but they started it. It was because of David Zaslav and this price-cutting thing.
We made a Batgirl movie. Anyway, that's going in the bin.
Yeah, it's basically
Soz
done.
lol.
Don't get to see it.
I'm normal man David Zaslav who says, let's pause this movie that I'm watching with my friends because there's a sex scene coming and let's discuss that, but then let's all agree to just look straight forward at the screen and nod at each other. All right? Everyone good? I'm pressing play.
What?
Real thing that he did.
What? What do you... Sorry.
You haven't heard this story?
No.
You want me to say it all again? It's a podcast. They can go back. They heard it. Doesn't matter.
I didn't hear it, though.
Yeah, okay. David Zaslav watching a movie with some friends.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
In what context did you find this on for me? No, did you find
I heard it
this
on a podcast.
Okay, was he saying this?
No.
You weren't listening to Zaslav?
No, this was hearsay.
Are you a friend of David Zaslav?
God, no.
Okay. I mean, apparently you're a friend of Jeff Bezos.
This was hearsay and slander. Hearsay and sander. That's what it was.
Nice. We'll get
Do you
into
still
the
want
holiday
this?
spirits.
Do I have to do this again?
I don't know.
They were watching a movie. There was a sex scene coming up. He was like, wait, guys, pause. Sex scene coming up. This could get a bit awkward. Let's have a chat about this. What I think we should do is all agree to look straight forward at the screen and nod at each other until it's over. Everyone good? Great. Let's press play.
And then they all proceeded to look at each other and jack
they
off.
all stared right at him.
Wow. Yeah.
Real thing that happened. Normal man.
Bad merger.
No Batgirl. Still pissed.
So now there was an inquiry into it because of American monopolies and how they supposedly don't like them. And now... Allegedly.
We'll see.
And so...
Microsoft went ahead, though.
Yeah, that did go ahead. But then there's... anyways, you stopped pulling me away. Now there's a new merger maybe between Warner Brothers Discovery, because that's one thing now, and Paramount.
Taking the HBO out of HBO Max. Now it's just Max.
What are they going to call it now? Warner Brothers Discovery Paramount? What Paramount Discovery? Discovering the Paramount of Warner Brothers. The Brothers Discovery Paramount.
Probably that one. The Brothers Discovery Paramount.
Yeah.
It sounds fancy.
I feel like they should just end up making a novella with all the things that they bring in.
Surely there's an acronym here. WBP and there's nothing there.
WBPD?
Sounds like a police department.
Yeah, welcome to the WBPD.
Welcome to the really bad police department.
Really bad. We're the really bad police department. If you start striking, we're gonna cut down all the trees that you're striking under, so it's really hot. It's really hot, and then you'll die because you'll be so sunburnt, and then you won't strike anymore, and then we can just replace you with AI.
Because we're a really bad police department.
My name's David Zaslav, and I'm gonna watch sex scenes with my friends, and we're just gonna all not look at each other because that would be kind of gay.
Very good. Thank you, David.
No problem. If you want me on the podcast at any other time...
No, I want to hear from you as little as possible, David.
No,
David.
I have recordings of my voice, just do an AI.
Oh, shit.
You could just do an AI.
Oh, so we can fire you and replace you with AI? Feels bad, doesn't it, David?
Hold on.
So whatever you're feeling right
need
now,
to go back.
that's what those thousands of workers outside that
Sorry,
window
I
are
think a
feeling.
sex scene is happening next door. I need to go watch that, but not look at anyone
Yeah,
else in
okay,
the
you
room.
go do that, David, then you come back here and I'll fire you properly.
Okay, perfect.
And then I guess that executive had a stroke or something, because he's still around. David Zaslav, still around, didn't get fired.
Why didn't he get fired?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Are we
It's
done talking
crazy.
about Invincible?
Please, I'm so done.
Tell me.
Go watch the first season, I guess, because you might need a refresher. It's been ages.
Did you regret starting it?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Not
Great.
gonna lie.
Excellent. Do you recommend starting it?
Yeah, but start it not late at night and maybe watch a recap of the previous season or something.
I recommend finding a friend who owns an eye patch and getting them to
Oh, yeah, I should have
break
done
into
that.
Amazon
I
and
should've
grab
done
that USB.
I have to buy you an eye patch next time you let me watch a show.
If you
Do I have to, is a one per show, so you're just going to have a big collection of eye patches in a few years?
Yeah. The one thing is,
I owe
though,
you so many
I can
already.
only, and I mean, we're all right. I had a bit of an issue in the early, like, 2013, 2014 era, because I was stealing exclusively 3D movies, and
That's
none of them helped. Like, I could not engage with any of them. I was just watching, like, a red screen the whole time.
Or a blue screen the whole time.
Yeah, no, it's my right eye that's fucked. That I cover with
Which
an eye
one's
patch.
which? With a...
Actually, I can switch it. I just realized my eye, I don't have an eye that doesn't work. I can switch it whenever I want.
You have two eyes that don't work.
I think,
equally.
yeah, I actually got really confused when I watched Avatar for the first time. Because I was like, oh, wow, this movie is really, really blue. Because I have this eye patch on.
No, I
was like, well,
I hate to
there are
break
all
it
these
to you.
people
That's
that
just-
are
no,
just
no.
blue tints.
You're going to hate me for telling you this.
What?
That's just how it looks.
No.
They're just blue.
No wonder I didn't watch the second film.
It's a good movie.
The Way of Blue Water.
The Blue Way of Water.
The
Avatar, the blue of blue.
The blue.
Blue, blue water.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I zigged and zigged and zigged and zigged and zigged. And you thought I was going to zig a fifth time, but I zagged at the end, and that's how you do comedy.
Nice. Do you want to hear about the thing that I
I would
started?
love to hear about what you started, please.
I have started watching once again. This is
What? Hang on a minute.
Here's something that I've started
Here we go.
and then stopped in the past, like started in the past, stopped in the past, and then started once again. I have started watching Doctor Who.
Oh, I'm going to regret that.
Yeah, God.
me.
I thought, is the
jeez.
elephant okay?
The elephants, it's gone around in circles. You know, sometimes
How does it
when-
have space to move
You know,
around
when
in
someone's
circles in
pregnant,
your
the
throat?
baby's like still
Just
90% of the
spinning?
time, and then 10% of the time it just goes. The elephant's doing that.
The elephants and babies just do it like you know if you're in like a small like a pool that someone might have in their backyard like an above
I know
ground
the exact
circle.
pool that you're thinking of.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And then you, and maybe with friends, but you can also just do it by yourself.
run around
you
in a
just run
circle,
around in a circle and you
And then
create
just
a
fly.
Yeah,
And
you
it just
pick
takes
your
you
legs
around,
up and it
continues in
spins
the
you
circle.
around. That's what the elephants
Elephant's
do.
sliding around in the beef stroganoff in my throat. Just whoa.
How the fuck do people with babies deal with that?
I don't know. It would freak me out.
I feel like that's you know how we have things
Once
that
my
we
tummy
just-
moved a tiny bit without me knowing about it, and I crashed the car. I wasn't pregnant. It was just doing a little whoop or
I
whatever.
do remember that you crashed your car because your stomach
It's
just
like,
bubbled. a little.
Clearly not made for child rearing.
Clearly not.
Clearly not. Or maybe not made for driving. Actually, I think it's probably that one more than anything.
Quite possibly. I feel like that's one of the innate things that we have.
Humans
as
are not made for
humans.
driving.
No. Humans, when we're just there are things that we just like straight up enjoy, where we don't have a particular reason for it. It's just in our blood. I think doing a spin around a big pool of water is one of them.
You just love it.
You just love it. It's so
can't help
fun.
it.
I want it to do it. I want
to
to
do it right now.
I would love to do it right now. It's so warm in this podcast studio.
Can't wait to swim.
You can swim whenever you like. We have a bathtub in our bathroom.
I wish we had a bathtub in our bathroom. That's
Yeah.
a dirty lie.
It
I
is a
mean,
dirty
if
lie.
you have a plug, any shower can be a bath, just a real leaky one.
I don't think you can fill a shower quick enough.
You don't?
No.
Do you remember that Andy Griffiths story? Did you
I've
ever read that
never
one?
read any Andy Griffiths.
It's not Roald Dahl, different author.
Yeah, no.
Okay. It takes a tube of silicon
Yeah.
and silicon's up the plug hole. It's really well written. Silicon's up the plug hole.
Yeah.
Silicon's up the sides.
Yeah.
It works slightly too well. Starts panicking. Can't get out. For some reason can't turn the water off. I don't know what happens.
I'm imagining in this situation that the it isn't like glass that goes up like, I don't know, 30 centimeters from the ceiling. Like, this is glass that goes right up to the ceiling.
Well, that becomes relevant because he ends up in the ceiling towards the end, and then he, spoilers for this Andy Griffith story
Sure.
that I'm unaware of, crashes naked onto the dinner table in front of the guests through the roof.
That's excellent.
It's very good.
With like water coming down as well.
Like, yeah, I guess, I don't know.
At what point does the water stop?
Like, I think he went crawling to try and get out of the... I don't think it was, like, literally cresting on top of a wave of shower water.
Okay.
From memory, but it might be. I don't know.
That's brilliant.
It was
What a
story.
funny bit from a funny book, I presume.
It was great.
Do you want to hear about Doctor Who?
Please.
So I used to watch this show.
Wait, who's the Doctor? There's been so many. Is it Jodie? Is it David? Is it Matt? Is it Shooty? Who's the Doctor? I'm confused.
Why are you doing it?
I'm playing person who doesn't. I'm playing myself. Actually, I've just turned it up to 10.1
on the British scale.
no. That's just me. It's
You
hiding in
just
there the whole
turned British
time.
when
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. All the Australia just wipes away.
Yeah.
It's okay. So I was like, cool. I knew Shooty was gonna be the Doctor. I was like, great. I wanna catch up. I don't want to catch up. Sorry, I lied. I don't want to catch up. I just want to watch I knew there were going to be a couple of specials. I knew David Tennant was back. David Tennant is my favorite Doctor. He's the 10th Doctor. I used to watch it. I watched since they did the 9th Doctor, which was what's
Matt Smith?
No.
Peter Capaldi?
No.
That's two whole
The
Doctors
one
that I
before
named.
him.
I don't know, man.
He recently said on a panel, someone asked him, hey, would you ever come back to Doctor Who? And he said, yeah. If you fire Russell T Davies, if you fire this person, he didn't say fire, he said sack. He was like, sack Russell T Davies, sack this person, sack this person, sack this person, then yeah, I'll come back. Funny.
Dramatic.
Yeah.
We like that from a Doctor.
Do we?
I've never seen any Doctor Who.
You haven't seen any Doctor Who?
I've seen
I think
a third
you'd
of an
fuck with
episode.
Doctor
I
Who.
would love Doctor Who. I
Yeah.
watched a tiny bit of an episode of Your Shoulder. It was the best thing I've seen in weeks.
And to be fair, that was okay. So here's the thing about Doctor
Yeah,
Who.
alright.
People, Whovians in the audience, you'll know this already, but everyone else, Doctor Who
By
is either.
Whovians, I presume you don't mean the characters from Whoville?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay, just checking.
Yes.
The little
I'm in
Whovians watching on
the
their TVs
I'm in the
top of
holiday
a-
spirit.
on top of a fleck of dust.
Yeah, about to be smashed in the head by Grinch. Yeah.
You're in the right author, so I'll give that to you.
There are Whovians in. Whoville is in the Grinch.
No, who is Horton Here's a Who?
Yeah, and in the Grinch.
What?
Yeah, they're both Whovians.
Wait, so is the Grinch tiny? Does the Grinch take place
Technically,
in
yeah, I guess.
Wow.
So.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Only in the movie?
No.
In the Grinch book.
In the Grinch.
The Grinch book is Whoville.
Yes.
Well, I've been schooled. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
You're not the only one who knows about specific children's book authors.
I was going to say name 3, but that'll set the bar too low. I've given you 2 for free in the last few weeks, so you carry on.
So
Trent Dalton doesn't count. Anyway, go on.
In Doctor Who, it is either very good and you're like, wow, this is really impressive. This storytelling is great. I really feel for these characters is phenomenal. Or it's like, that was dog shit and I wish I didn't watch it.
Great.
Like there are episodes of Doctor Who where I'm like, I really wish that I had never seen that because it was just disgustingly awful. So fucking bad.
Do you want to name any? Do you want to name and shame? Or
there's
eviscerated them from your
I
memory?
don't know. There's one episode, it might be a Matt Smith episode, where there's just like a big, like obese monster thing just running around London, like eating people and absorbing them, I think. And it's just
So like a Marvel movie?
What?
I don't know. Sounds right. Galactus?
No, that Galactus. Stop trying to contribute. You know nothing about
All
Doctor
right,
Who.
I'll shut up. That's all I wanted. Permission to sit over here with an elephant in my throat.
And that elephant is holding a tiny little flower, and on that flower
Is the Grinch
the Whovians
apparently
that I'm talking to. So it's either very good or it's very bad, and I should have thought of that when I started watching it. So I'm watching I'm watching the.
Will they do? I'll shut up.
Shut up.
I have.
I'm watching the David Tennant episodes. There are 3 specials, and then it goes into the Shooty season. So I stopped watching midway through David Tennant, I think, or maybe I got up to Peter Capaldi, but at that point I'd sort of fallen off. I started watching other things. It was a lot to give up.
Didn't go from Capaldi to Whittaker, did it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Went from Capaldi to Whittaker.
Radical.
So I hadn't seen any Whittaker stuff. So when I was looking for these specials, I accidentally watched part of a Whittaker episode, which was the last episode maybe of Whittaker. No, it wasn't the last episode because I was actually looking for the last episode of Whittaker so I could see the regeneration between Whittaker and David Tennant, because weird that he's back. He shouldn't be back. That's an old face. He shouldn't, like, the Doctor should not go back to that face. So I ended up watching a bit of The Timeless Child and was very confused. And then I figured out, because also it's on different services. You have ABC iView, which normally has all of Doctor Who. And then I think Foxtel
Disney bought it, didn't they?
Yeah, but they only have the rights to the new stuff. So the specials are on Disney, and I presume like the new season, everything will be on Disney. But also the episode that I watched, like all of the stuff was off of iView now, but then like Foxtel/Binge had some of it, or at least some of the like Whittaker stuff. Anyways, very confusing. But I ended up being like, fuck it, I'm not going to watch the regeneration. I'll just watch these new episodes with David Tennant. First episode has the girl from, what's that show that's like Sex Education, but isn't, what the fuck? The two gay boys do a kiss.
Oh, Heartstopper.
Yeah, Heartstopper. The girl from that, she's in this episode, and her being trans is like relevant to the episode in a kind of weird way. Like they're like, we're gonna put the spotlight on trans people and be like bigotry is bad, but it does it in a way that's sort of like too much. Like there's a character that's like an alien that falls from a spaceship, and the Doctor comes in and is like, what the fuck is he doing there? And then she's like, why do you presume that their pronouns are a he? It's an alien. And he's like, yep, fair point. What are you? A he? A she? What are they? What the fuck? And it's like, my name's Meep. My pronouns are Meep. And I'm like, okay, all right, sure. Like it was just weirdly...
It's an alien. That makes total sense to me.
Yeah, no, but it
Why
was just presented in like a very
fully believe it.
kind of not genuine way, but I guess maybe like a Doctor Who way. It was interesting. I would say that if anyone who is watching Doctor Who and was not quote unquote woke would say Doctor Who's gone woke, and I in most situations would be like, no, like people calling things woke, it's like just shut up. No, I would agree that like Doctor Who, I don't think it's a bad thing, but Doctor Who has gone overtly woke with that first episode.
Interesting.
And then so the first episode was weird, and it was very like bad special effects, which you have to expect from Doctor Who. Always looks visually bad. You know how I said before, sometimes the episodes are good, sometimes they're bad. The visuals
always look bad?
Like 90% always bad.
Gotta respect consistency.
Yeah, sure.
Filmed in a shoebox or whatever. It's part of the tradition. It's part of the legacy.
Make it look better. Anyways, first episode...
That's hard, you know?
The Meep episode was fine. It was cool seeing David Tennant back. Then the next episode, which was the one that you watched, Reuben, which had them transported to... So Donna Noble, the companion of David Tennant's Doctor, who's been gone, there was a big saga with that. They're back. They're back together, and they're actually doing a full adventure, because the first one was like, oh, she's not meant to know that he's the Doctor, blah, blah, blah. They're back. And they're doing an adventure. They're transported to the edge of time and space, which the Doctor hasn't been to before, and it's a really good, really suspenseful episode that's a lot of fun.
Very good.
And
I was like, I've never met either of these four characters before, and I love them.
Yeah, right?
Also, there's just two actors, and that helps.
Yeah.
Somehow, paradoxically.
Yeah, it's great. And then...
Helps that one of them is David Tennant also. Two of them are David Tennant,
Two of them are David Tennant.
That's got a lot to do with it, actually.
One of them's got real big hands or something.
One of them takes off a tie, or doesn't, and that's relevant.
Relevant to something. I don't want to spoil the episode if you haven't seen it, but I don't know, go watch it. Then there's the third
Should
episode.
I watch just that one? Is that worth doing?
I mean, you've seen it, basically.
I really have not. I feel like you don't know how much, how little I have
I'll
seen.
I'll tell you what.
Tell
what
me.
You should do is watch specific arcs in...
That sounds like work.
Yeah, it sounds like what you said to do while watching the Clone Wars.
Which arcs? Yeah, but those are good.
Yeah, same with
I feel like you just said half of them are dog shit. Oh, that's true. The Clone Wars also.
Exactly.
But I didn't make you watch those ones.
No, you made me watch the good ones, so I'm telling you to watch the good ones.
I thought you were telling me to watch just a big chunk of them. All right,
No. Just watch the good.
Tell me.
No, there's so many fucking episodes of Doctor Who.
I thought you were telling me to watch
specific
like all
film.
of the Tennant ones or something. I don't know.
Nah, probably not all of the Tennant ones. But
I got
like,
a COVID in my brain and an elephant in my throat. All right, don't question it.
there's like the ones with the Weeping Angels are great.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're cool. There's the ones with the orb people are cool. There's a bunch of them. I'll give you a list at some point. But there's a third special that's out that I need to watch that I haven't seen yet. And I think that has a regeneration of David Tennant into Ncuti Gatwa, and then I reckon I'm gonna watch this show from now on because it's got Ncuti Gatwa in it, and he's fucking phenomenal. So I'm super pumped. Yeah,
cool.
I'm back into Doctor Who.
I feel like
everyone.
you'll be able to keep up. You seem to know what's going on here.
I mean, I have no idea what's happened for the past, 8 years of Doctor Who.
And yet you seem to know what's going on here.
Apparently some big stuff has happened.
Like what? Name one thing.
Okay, the Doctor isn't a Time Lord.
Isn't?
No.
Isn't that a huge... That's a whole
All
thing.
right, so here's the thing with the Timeless Child. It's a big arc. This is what I got from watching that one episode of the Jodie Whittaker one. So it's Jodie and the Master. The Master's also a Time Lord. So the Doctor is not a Time Lord because the Master's like, I'm going to give you a big secret and it's going to break you. And the secret is that she has past regenerations.
I love when a comedian telegraphs a joke and then still tells it. Funniest shit ever.
She has past regenerations.
It's going to break you. Oh my god, dude, he's so good. He's a master at this. Sorry, go on.
Very good. She has past regenerations of people that she doesn't remember at all. Because
Is that the other doctors?
No. Before
so
pre
confused.
the other doctors.
Okay.
So she was apparently the Timeless Child, which is a child that
Are we doing a chosen one?
Yes, we're doing a chosen one.
Okay, I've heard enough.
Okay, so no, yeah, it sucks. The Doctor has the regeneration, so every time the Doctor dies, then regenerates into it with a new face. Apparently the Time Lords found her and then experimented on her and tortured her
No,
to
we're
get
really
that
doing
power.
a chosen one.
And then now the Time Lords, that's why the Time Lords have that power, and that's how they became a big empire.
Sure, she's a big battery.
She's a big... Well, they don't steal the energy, they just figure out how it works and then
So the
take
Doctor's
it
a
through
big
torture.
regenerative battery.
Yeah, sure.
Rechargeable battery.
A big double D. One of those ones that have extra plastic wrapped around them that just mean they can be recharged, I guess. So she's the chosen one, and the Master's like, this is gonna break you, and she's like,
Wow.
yeah,
dude.
it sucks, but it doesn't. Fuck
But
you.
also I'm fine because there has to be more show.
Yeah. So she's not a Time Lord. The Time Lord's cop, and it's like it's bad because it is the chosen one. The great thing about the Doctor is just was previously just a Time Lord who decided, I fucking hate these guys. That's the thing. The Doctor already doesn't like the Time Lords and thinks that they're dicks and they're elitist fuckheads. So that's one of the reasons why the Doctor left. And the Doctor has this complicated history because all the Time Lords are wiped out through the Time War.
Let's do the Time War again.
Wow, you want millions of people to die again?
Let's do the Time War again.
All right, Reuben's into genocide,
bang,
everyone.
bang.
Space genocide specifically.
Exclusively. I would say.
Exclusively. Right, good to know. When aliens drop down, you're going to have to change that opinion real quick.
No, that's still space genocide.
Okay.
I just got to be an informer. I got to work with them. I'm going to get on side real quick.
You'll be real easy to do that. They won't believe you're human when they hear that trumpet coming out of
Oh,
your
yeah.
throat.
It'd be great. I'll just be like, wait. Hello, Meep. And they'll be like, fuck yeah, you get it. I'll be like, I get it.
Damn, I get that alien's pronouns are me.
I get you.
I get it.
Sorry, I get Meep.
Yeah,
How pronouns worked for a sec.
Yeah.
God damn, now I'm dead.
Yeah, you're fucked.
That's it.
Laser
I've been
to
put in a
death.
space cage and thrown into the sun.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh, damn it. So close too.
I saw someone on YouTube talking about this the Timeless Child thing, and was like, it would be way better if the Doctor was the Doctor who experimented on this child. That would be something
Make
where
it
you'd be
that.
like, fuck, that's
God
bad.
damn it.
Then it's not a chosen one thing, and then the Doctor left and maybe had their memories erased because they were too tortured by the fact that they fucking did this so that they
But you
and
still
their
did it.
species
You got to be accountable.
Yeah.
Damn, that would be great.
It would be so much better than just this
Me, a
chosen
person who
one
knows
thing.
nothing about Doctor Who, loves this idea as a concept.
It'll be phenomenal.
That'd be great.
Anyways, Doctor Who's fun and bad, and I'm gonna keep watching it.
Do you regret watching episode 1?
Nah, because it honestly, it got me back into Doctor Who.
Right.
I was like, yeah, this is what it's all about.
Who are these specials for? Who's this for?
Who is this for? I don't know. People, it's specials transition. You know what? Who it's for?
Who?
It's for fans of Tenet. Like people.
Fans of Tenet?
Yeah, people who.
What an interesting... Wow, tell me
No,
more.
there are a bunch of Whovian fans who are like, great, I love Tenet and haven't really watched it.
Oh, sorry, Tenet. I was hearing Tenet?
Oh, the
The
movie
Christopher
Tenet.
Nolan movie Tenet. I was thinking...
You pronounce it real weird.
Tenet.
Tenet. Thank you.
Sorry.
Elephant
in the throat.
Yeah, Tenet.
So I think you'll find it's
David
Tenet. Like that.
Yeah, perfect. Great.
Great, thanks.
Excellent. Now I'm not going to shoot you with my alien laser
Oh,
gun.
I'm so relieved. Thanks, Meep.
I recommend it to anyone who was, fans of Tenet. I reckon a bunch more people are going to be watching now that Shooty's on the show. I think they've been promoting it way more than they have any of the other seasons.
Because of
in
the
past.
Disney money?
No, because it's Shooty.
Makes
Genuinely. It's going to be great. So I'm super pumped, and I don't regret starting it.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Ruben,
Yep.
we're on to the finish section.
We're
We're
on to
talking
the
about
finish
things that
section.
we're finishing. What have you finished this time? Have you finished having COVID? Is that you finished?
No, I wish. It's
'cause
clear
you
that
still
I-
got it.
I
Oh,
thought
no.
I'd finished.
Oh, no.
But I have not finished having COVID.
And you haven't finished having that elephant in your throat either.
No, unfortunately, I have not. I might even take a small drink with some nice water bottle sound.
Okay, I'm gonna stall for time while you do that, so
you, I
I
appreciate
can mask
that.
it. Stolen for time.
You'd be like the
stolen for
stolen.
time. Stolen for time. Stolen for time. Stolen for time. Stolen for time. I think that's the first time Reuben's ever opened the water bottle on this podcast. How's that
I
water
should
taste?
do that more often.
No, you shouldn't.
I have such a well-juiced elephant
Oh,
for approximately 15 to 20 seconds, so let's make the most of it. I have finished the movie Clue. From 1985.
why are you talking about? Okay, yeah.
I wasn't going to talk about this. I had a whole other thing. I had a whole video game.
I would like
lined
to
up.
point out to everyone that we have been watching the Zemen films. So many since we last talked about Zemen.
Oh yeah, we
on
did
this
Deadpool.
podcast. We did. No, we talked about first class. We've done Zemen Origins Wolverine.
Yep.
We've done Zemen Days of Zemen Past. We've done Zmedpool. We've done
Wolverine. That one works. Why does that one work?
I don't know. So many, and you're bringing
Just
up
those four.
Clue.
Again, this was not the plan, but I watched this last night. I have never cackled so much.
Really?
This
It's
was
good?
like on par with the way that watching Glass Onion felt, except that was in a cinema full of people, and this was on a couch by myself, and I was still like, fantastic.
Wow.
I literally, when it finished, I was like, great, fantastic. I was just exclaiming to the room at large.
Wow.
It was that good.
I would just like to say for national listeners, Clue is
Cluedo.
Cluedo.
That game that we all pretend to like. I said it.
Yeah,
I
I said that the other day. I've recently started a new job, so I'm just co-opting your... Not co-opt, I'm just
Alright,
taking
fine,
over.
we're just doing 4 Jett topics this week. That's fine, I got an elephant in my throat anyway. I don't even care, whatever. Alright, so that water's, it's expired.
Yeah, it expired
yeah.
basically 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I
should put
started a
some
new
coconut
job and I went out to coffee with the people from this new job and they were talking about board games. Like, oh, fucking, yeah, I like board games. But there were 2 conversations going on. I was having a conversation with some people and then there was a board game conversation. And I heard someone
You're in the wrong
talking about Cluedo.
You're in the right conversation.
So I stopped my conversation
don't,
to interrupt the other conversation.
That's like the trolley problem, and you've seen the train go the other way, and you're like, wait, let me jump into this Cluedo praise.
Well, no. The thing is, there was
Fascinating
praise for
choice.
Cluedo going on, and I was like, I don't know. I
They're
never
gonna stop
really
this.
talked to that person who was praising Cluedo before, but I interrupted to be like, Cluedo sucks. It's a solved game. Once you figure it out, then it's
It's a solved game.
you're basically like, it's so quick to figure out who the killer is, and it's just like who happens to get lucky and
You
get
just
there
got to roll
first.
big dice numbers.
And so I interrupted, and then that like shut them down. They're like, oh, okay.
Oh
And I
But
felt
also,
so bad.
get
This
'em.
was like the second day of my new
Oh,
job
jeez.
that I jumped into a conversation with people that I was trying to prove my worth to. I was like, yeah, no, I'm a good employee. Just to be like, hey, fuck you specifically. And Cluedo specifically.
But we only go over the line for some things, you know? And this is important.
Okay.
Thank God they weren't like, oh, Sequence is my favourite game, because that would have been murder on sight.
I would throw a symbol at their head, that's for
I
sure.
reckon you would. They'd be like, wow, jazz. Look how I like this instead of Sequence now. Oh, a new passion.
I'll give you a sequence. It's a sequence of symbols.
Nice.
Symbol. What? That's not a symbol hit.
It's symbolism.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it is.
For what?
Symbols.
Murder. What if
Oh.
we had Clue? Okay, here's an idea.
Musical Clue?
No, Cluedo. But all the weapons. It's a jazz Cluedo.
So it's a symbol,
know what I
a
saw the other
symbol,
day?
and a drumstick?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Nice.
Wait, there's meant to be... It doesn't matter. The joke works.
A second drumstick.
And a third drumstick. 3
Sure.
symbols and 3 drumsticks. Good luck with that one. Was it Jett in the library with symbol number 2? No? Crap.
There's symbol number 3, motherfucker.
Yeah, you know it.
Wait, no, I did that on the 4th one. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I was in a store the other day and I found that you know how there are a billion different monopolies for no fucking reason.
It's true. There's
Honestly,
literally a billion.
You know how they buried all those Atari
Yeah.
ET games
Yeah.
and they buried all those pop vinyls? I wouldn't be surprised if there's a spot in Nevada that they've buried all of the monopolies they don't sell. For niche.
are
I
buying
saw a
them.
Beetlejuice monopoly.
People are buying them.
I saw, but the reason is...
Was it JB Hi-Fi?
Yeah.
They have weird monopolies
The
at
reason
JB
I bring
Hi-Fi.
this up
It's odd.
is they had a Barbie monopoly. And I was like, you know what? I respect that because all the pieces were pink. And I thought
Nice.
that was pretty cute. I saw a game of Cluedo that was Scooby-Doo. And I was like, that works. That works. Because that's like, there's a
makes sense.
mystery. There's
Yeah.
a mystery happening.
You said Cluedo, my head heard Monopoly, and I was like, what do you mean that? That's literally the epitome of what we're talking about. And I was like, oh, they said Cluedo.
Yeah. So tell me about Clue the movie.
It's so funny.
Yeah?
It's the funniest thing ever. It's also like a mystery, and it's also got political commentary. They name drop the House Un-American Activities Commission. You familiar with HUAC? Yes?
No.
Yeah, you are.
Dr. Huack?
Yeah, Dr. HUAC. After the Hays Code, these were the next ones doing censorship. They were in Hoffenheimer.
They haven't gone woke yet.
Haven't got correct. They're anti-woke, literally aggressively anti-woke. Anyway, the name dropped them, which is pretty good for a movie made in 1985. They just snuck so much into this weird branded comedy.
Who's in this movie?
Oh, a bunch of great people. Tim Curry plays the I guess the
Beetlejuice
detective
himself
slash
is a
butler.
lie because that is a different person. I'm thinking
Different
of
person, but that's okay.
It.
Yes.
Tim Curry played it.
Yes. Oh God, yeah. Wow. He was much better in this. But he's got fantastic lines like, well, I'm a butler, sir. What do you do? I buttle. Fantastic! That is the funniest shit ever.
That's pretty funny.
This movie starts in, I didn't realize until someone spoke how much time there's with no dialogue. There's like, I'm going to
Really?
say 5 or 6 minutes with no dialogue, which is
shit.
like, that's ages in a movie. You like see the manor and it's a lightning storm and Tim Curry comes in and like has to distract the dogs and then sneak past the dogs and then he steps in dog poo and like wipes his foot off on the umbrella stand and then we get an introduction to the 6 suspects, like the 6 main Clue characters.
Oh,
like
does he die? Does Tim Curry?
I'll get there.
Okay.
Like Professor Plum and Miss White and Miss Scarlet, and Mrs. White, Miss Scarlet, Colonel Mustard, all the rest of them.
Yeah.
And every single one of them comes in, he takes their coat off because it's raining, they have a line, then one of them exits, and then they like smell and check their foot, every single one of them. Fun. I'm not communicating well. Funniest
No, that's
joke
okay.
ever.
That's
It's really good. Just like whip smart lines back and forth. They sit down to have dinner and the murder mystery isn't even revealed yet, but they're already like, oh, do you work in, we're not meant to say our real names, but like we all work in Washington, and just so many great jokes. Like one of them's like, well, I used to be a doctor and I worked with criminally insane patients with delusions of grandeur, but now I work for the UN. And Tim Curry says, so your work has not changed. But now you... Fantastic.
Phenomenal.
It's great. It's
Really
great
good.
stuff.
Really, really
Do I
good.
have to list something because I hit the table just then, or is that felt pretty quiet?
No, I heard that.
Okay, so there's 6 murder weapons.
Yeah.
You got the gun.
Yeah.
You got the lead pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a bad idea. You got the wrench.
Yeah.
You got the rope.
Yeah.
You got the dagger.
Yeah.
You got the candlestick.
Yeah. Good job.
I should tell you about the gimmick of this movie before you distract me or whatever happens and I run out of time. This thing has three endings, and in cinemas, they played a different ending.
Oh! Which ending did you see?
All three. They put all three in the home release, and you see them all in a row, and they work in such a way that it's like there's, in between each of the endings, there's a little title card that says, but what if this happened? And the last one says, but what actually happened is this. And they all build and reflect back in such a way that each of them is possible, but the deeper you go... So by the time you get to the third ending, it's referencing things in the first ending, but you could still jump straight to the third ending.
Right.
And it would play straight. It's so
That's
good.
Crazy.
So like in the first ending, you learn how many bullets are left in the gun, and then in the third ending, someone fires the gun, and you know what, like, it's so good.
That's phenomenal.
1 + 2. But if you were right, then it's 1 + 2 + 2 + 1. But there was only one bullet in the library, so it was 1 + 2 + 1 + 1. Bang! So good.
Cool.
So
Brilliant.
good. Again, like just every 20 seconds is a banger. Like there's a French maid and
Like the gun going off.
You like the gun going off.
Every 20 seconds there's a gun going off.
So good. Also,
They're running out of the cars, people.
So many murders.
Yeah.
You familiar with the film Bodies, Bodies, Bodies? This has more bodies than Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Or the same. I think this has one more body than Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. It's that many murders.
Have you seen Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
I've seen Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Oh my God. Okay, we need to talk about Bodies, Bodies, Bodies at some point.
Let's do it.
I already have my Finish It stacked up.
It's the greatest thing. Jim Carrey's going along at the end when he starts to say, like, you know, when they go into the detective goes into, like, the final explanation. He's going so fast with his words and also his running. Classic Poirot, classic Benoit Blanc.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I'll cackle out loud so many times.
It sounds phenomenal.
It's so good.
I'm sad that I was out last night and missed being home.
I thought this is short. It's like 90 minutes. I'll pop
Really?
this on. Well, I can have something to eat and then I'll still have time to like wrap presents and pack for Christmas or whatever. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Completely absorbed. Giggled.
Great.
Giggled, cackled, laughed. Fantastic. I want to like go to the IMDb page where all the quotes are and just read them out, but that's reductive. I feel like I can't be any more effusive in my praise for this movie. It's so good.
Fantastic.
It's so
I'm
good.
going to have to watch this. I thought that
Can
it
we
was
watch this
probably bad.
together?
Yeah, if you want to watch it again.
Also, Cluedo bad, right? This made me want to play Cluedo. Not like enough to actually take action on that, but it got me as close as I am ever going to get in the sense that like the secret passages connect the correct rooms as they do on the board.
Cool.
But more just like these characters who have always been just a name that is usually a colour or a condiment. I actually care about them now. And like that stuff is not, I guess, canon.
I love Miss Ketchup.
Me too.
Dude, Mr. Worcestershire.
Nice.
My favorite character to play has just a nice brown.
Sweet little chili. She's great. So good.
Yeah.
Makes me want to play the game. They were it's so good.
Cool.
Have I said how good it is?
Yeah, I
and
think
how
you
funny
said how
it
good
is?
it is.
And also how good the mystery is and how cohesive it holds together.
Yeah.
Considering it has to be 3 mysteries at the same time.
You said that there's at least one extra murder, which is...
At least one.
Which, that's a... Look, it seems like this movie is pretty authentic, but as far as I can remember while playing Cluedo, only one murder.
You clearly didn't play with my friends. Got him.
What?
But I'm saying that there was a real murder in real life. About the game. It's a joke. I'm doing it. It doesn't matter. Second murders are great. Knives Out has a second murder, and
yeah, it does.
That bad Poirot film, Death on the Nile, has a second murder, and it's one of the only good bits of that terrible movie.
Yeah.
Remember when her body just rocks up in like the paddle wheel of the boat?
Yeah.
So good. Thunk. Oh, so good.
Great.
That and the mustache prequel. Best bits.
I hated that whole film.
It was so bad.
Such a bad film.
Such a bad movie. I was literally thinking as I watched Clue, I was like, what happened to the good mystery? Oh.
There are some. Once again, the Knives Out movies.
Knives Out.
Knives Out and
Poker
Knives
Face.
In. Poker Face, which I still haven't seen.
Bodies-ish.
Bodies is a great murder mystery film.
It's so funny when you know that you're watching a murder mystery, you suspect that you are. Like at the start of Bodies, there was a line that was like someone, they're all underwater in the pool and someone comes up last and like, did I win? Like, I told you, I got big lungs. And my brain was like, big lungs, jot that down. Like, that might be important. Write that down.
Write that down.
Of course it didn't come up.
No.
At all. But I was like, wait, watch everything.
Yeah, something's going to be relevant. This is all, something always sets up something. I think murder mysteries do what most films should. They probably do it in a more
Right,
obvious
really
way.
carefully and well.
Right, really carefully and well, except for ones that don't, like Death on the Nile, which is weird because it's based on an Agatha
A great
Christie
book, by all accounts.
But yeah, just being on top of stuff and, you know...
I don't even remember who did the murder in that.
I don't know, probably Poirot.
Maybe.
I reckon he does all the
I've
murders.
always wanted to watch a movie where the detective did the murder. I'm always like, why is no one done
that'd
that?
be cool. That'd be great. I feel like someone's
I'm
done
sure
that.
someone's done that.
In Knives 1, no, that was a different person.
That's a fascinating one because it's like the point of view character did the murder.
Yeah, I feel like in
Ish.
Knives 3, they will do.
I am
Blanc
so
will do
down.
the murder.
I'm so down.
I feel like that'll be great.
Me too.
Yeah. Also, just seeing what's his name?
Daniel
Craig sweating in his little
Oh, it's so good.
his little white shirt.
Can't
Like,
wait.
yeah, he did the murder, but he's trying to convince everyone else that he didn't. I think that would be fun.
I originally found out about the existence of Clue because it was on a list
game?
of like things that no, Clue does never
Someone
happen.
needed to get it.
Never
Hint.
happened. Nice.
Thanks.
It was on a list of things that inspired Knives Out,
Oh.
but actually the influence on Glass Onions is maybe even stronger.
Really?
It makes a fascinating double bill or pairing or backstory to either of those.
Nice. Cool. Do you recommend finishing it?
Yes.
Who do you recommend finishing it to?
Everyone.
Everyone.
Not everyone, but like, this is very hard to dislike and very easy to like. So
Cool.
good.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Well, let's watch it together.
Let's watch it.
Absolutely.
I'm
Maybe
so excited.
I'll bring it up on a following up at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do.
Cool.
Do.
Do you want to hear about my finished it?
Would love to.
I'll tell you what my finished it is.
I would love to hear what
My
your
finished it
is.
You know what my finished it is. It's a big
could be-
finished it.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
My finished it is recently I finished watching
Oh?
the Game Awards.
Oh, I did forget about this. I thought you were going to say Spider-Man.
No.
Then you said watching, and I was like, what?
The Game Awards 2023.
What is them? Tell us about them.
Think about the Oscars.
Yep.
What if they were better
Oh, I wish they were better.
and had probably the same amount of bad jokes, but
Okay.
had more
That's fine.
world premieres?
Oh, yeah. Any slaps?
Any slaps?
Yeah.
Gonzo slaps a chicken at one point, I think. The
I'll take it.
Muppet Gonzo slaps a chicken at the Game Awards 2023.
Oh, that was this year.
That was the...
Wait, aren't they? That was last year.
What?
Aren't the ones now called 2024?
No.
No, they actually make sense. That's good.
It's 2023.
So many years. Guinness World Records. 2024's out. Oscars, I guess, technically actually doesn't happen until like March, so that's fine. They can call it 2024.
Yeah.
But like it started.
No,
already
this is the Game
shortly.
Awards 2023.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you? The Game Awards, they're an award show for video games. They're the biggest award show, if not the only one for video games. They started maybe 9 or 10 years ago. I have here 10th year, because I heard someone
Question
say it's
mark?
the 10 years since
Yeah.
they've been doing it. And then I heard that next year was the 10th year. So
Okay, here's the thing. I feel like
Yeah.
The Last of Us didn't win, so they must have started
What?
the year after 2013.
The Last of Us has
Part
won
two.
so many Game
Yeah,
Awards.
yeah.
So
Part one?
every publication has their own Game of the Year.
Yeah.
But this is the big show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year it was God of War, and everyone. Wait, is that right?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes?
God of War.
No,
Ragnarok.
it was Elden Ring.
Elden Ring one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way that this show sort of diverges from the traditional format is it not only does the awards, but it also has reveals for trailers for new games.
An exhausting number of world premieres.
So many.
To the degree that those two words lose all semblance of meaning.
Well, I mean, it's the first time you've seen the thing, so that's fun.
Yep.
However, this year, normally every year in the past, when they do a world premiere, before it says
World premiere.
and it
Yeah.
what was that?
I thought we were going to finish. We
The-
both
the
cut
voice?
the voice. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do the voice, but I was gonna explain it.
Oh,
a
go
little
ahead,
bit.
go ahead.
Also, I feel like we're doing two different voices, so you can do your voice.
I do have an elephant
It has
in
a-
my throat. Do I need to remind
It has
you?
a visual that says
Yeah, right.
world premiere,
And it's like
then
this trophy, which is a little bit similar to the Oscar, but picture like an angel with its wings backwards.
Yeah. Now you do the world premiere voice,
World premiere.
and then I'll do mine.
It's not that.
World premiere.
Yeah, it's not that either, but yours was closer.
Yeah, I think that, I don't know, mine sounds...
Again, elephant.
Yeah, oh, yeah, blame the elephant.
I'd like to acknowledge the elephant in the room because it is inside my throat. Okay?
We did that joke at the start.
I know, I'm calling back. It's... You go on. You just... Tell us about the game.
The chicken crossed the road to get to the other side, by the way.
Oh?
You haven't heard that before? Oh, you did? No, that's because I'm doing a callback.
No, I haven't heard that before.
Anyways, the Game Awards...
My brothers have a great chicken cross the road joke. I'll tell you later.
Okay, tell me later.
Wait, can I tell you now?
Yeah, sure.
Why'd the chicken cross the road?
Why?
To get to the really silly person's house. Knock, knock.
Who's that?
The chicken.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So good.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. My brother had a joke when he was a kid.
Now he's got no jokes.
No more jokes.
He's lost them. He's spent them all. Rookie error.
Honestly, I think this was his last one. You want to hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Why did the cow climb the tree?
I don't know why.
Because there was a person in a cow suit.
I have more questions than I started the joke
Right.
with. Why are they wearing a cow suit? Why are they
I
climbing
don't
a tree?
know.
Why does the cow suit explain the tree climbing? So many questions.
Right, let me talk about the Game Awards.
That's a really good joke. You can please talk about the Game Awards.
So, it's hosted by Jeff Keighley, avid game person. Is an interesting host. He makes bad jokes like all hosts does. He's not necessarily a very charismatic host, but everyone fucking loves him.
Everyone loves him.
Everyone loves him. It was also co-hosted by Sydney something. I can't remember her name, but she is phenomenal. She used to work for
Sydney
IGN.
Powell.
Probably
Sydney
not.
Scheinberg?
No, probably not.
Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, that
I
one.
meant New South Wales, but where's Australia on this map? I don't know. It's all the same.
So, so we have awards intercut with trailers for new stuff, which I think the Oscars should do. I think the
so
Grammys
too.
should do. You should have the Grammy Awards, and then between like each of the award announcements, have a fucking artist come up, have Lil Nas X and be like, hey, this is my new single. No one's ever heard this before. At the Grammys, they do have performances. He's like, okay, cool. I'm going to, do Call Me By Your Name, like Montero. Like, I'm going to do that song. Cool. We've all heard that. It's a phenomenal performance. But how much better would that be if no one had seen that before? And they're like, here's a new song. Fucking let's go.
It's so good, and it's such a great thing that the Game Awards do, and it does mean that they go for like 3.5 hours.
It goes
it's
for
a
like
little bit excruciating.
4 hours.
I'm so glad that last year we played bingo, because that was the only reason I got through it, not gonna lie.
I didn't do Game Awards bingo because Reuben was at work this
It was
year.
so sad. I missed it.
I
forgot they were coming at all.
1.5 pages of notes.
Oh my god. Okay, well,
in
we've
my book.
got 18 minutes to mail.
Okay.
You got time.
I got time. So basically I wrote a bunch of notes for the things that happened during the Game Awards. And I'll sort of add little tidbits as we go along. First note, VR graphics look bad.
Like when you see them on a 2D screen.
No.
Oh.
They just look like PS3 graphics.
Oh, yeah.
Like they just actively look bad still, and they should look better.
But they look good when the goggles are on.
I would say that they don't. I would say...
I think it's so overwhelming and immersive an experience that I don't notice that they're bad.
Sure, but they also look like... Yeah, but that's like when the PS3 came out. People were like, wow, this is an incredible experience.
This is so immersive, and I don't notice that this looks like absolute garbage.
Yeah. So they still look bad, and I'm just kind of surprised. I think the reason for it is a lot of VR stuff, such as like the MetaQuest stuff or, Facebook's VR stuff. It's all done on device. So it's all done on the headset. And when you have a light headset with the battery pack, or maybe you've got it plugged into the wall, whatever... it's doing all the processing on there, so it can't really look that good. The PSVR looks a lot better. There was no PSVR announcements because they just dropped the PSVR 2 and really have not supported it with new games at all, which is crazy. But they still look bad.
People who've got it love it though. We should go.
No, they don't. I have one.
A PSVR 2?
Yeah.
Oh, it's something that's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
Okay,
Yeah. That's it.
We're doing mail today. We might actually finally get it.
All right.
But it might have the wrong address.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have written the podcast address on it.
No, I didn't write stinishedit@gmail.com in the what's your
But it's
address.
for us.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it took so long to get here.
Could
We were
be.
trying to figure out who the heck we were.
VR graphics look bad. All right, the next thing. There's
That was one thing.
there's an award. The Game Awards is great. Their awards are really good. Sometimes they brush over awards. I mean, they do. They're like, oh, by the way, the award for this goes.
No,
to
the award for sound goes to.
yeah.
Which is ironic.
That's Animal.
We're on different
that's
time signatures here.
That's the Muppet Animal playing the drums at the Game Awards, which happened last year. The Game Awards has a weird amount of Muppets in
There
it.
was no Muppets last year, was there?
No, Animal. Animal was there.
I remember
playing
no
with
Muppets.
like Green Day.
Okay, well, I was probably paying attention to Green Day or something. I don't know.
So, but some of the awards they have a bunch of awards. Some of them they brush over. They brushed over Best Action Game, and then they did a big reveal for Best Action Adventure. So what I mean by brushed over is they'll have Jeff Keighley saying, and the game for Best Esports Player goes to this person.
To be fair, I'm happy for them to brush over Best Esports Player.
Me too. But
Best
then
content
sometimes
creator?
they'll get someone like on the stage. For the big ones, they'll get someone on the stage.
Yeah,
to,
like
with
voice
an
acting
envelope.
and Game of the Year and maybe Best Game Direction.
Yeah, for all those. But they do have
Same as the Oscars.
Yeah, they have some really cool awards, such as Award for Accessibility.
It's a good one.
It's a fantastic award.
And that's one of the, like, you read through the list, a bit similar to other awards shows, and you're like, wow, it's the same. It's different subsets of 5 of the same 8 games. And then you get to accessibility or games for change or something. It's like, oh, wow, this is a completely different list of games.
Yeah,
Also, Forza's still here or whatever.
yeah.
I mean, they have great accessibility in those racing games.
I mean,
Every year they win and it's great.
they do really well. But like Spider-Man was up. Spider-Man 2 was up this year because a lot of the Sony games, they have a really good standard for accessibility, for visual accessibility, and just all sorts of accessibility. So that was cool. There's also an award for games for impact.
That's the one I was thinking of. I called it Games for Change, but it's that one.
Yeah, Games for Impact, where it's a game about making a social impact. Terra Nil, which is
I've played.
That's a game that you played and talked about on the podcast
Did I?
for Netflix for game.
Oh, yeah, it's fun
Yeah.
Netflix games. Yeah.
So that was on there.
Yeah, didn't win though.
I don't know. It didn't win. And on that topic, there were more Netflix games. A bunch of games were like, yep, they're coming to Netflix games, everyone. I'm like,
so
okay.
excited. Am
Sure.
I don't know.
I mean, I still.
Oh,
haven't
that's
played-
what I start. Sorry, I'm just writing something down for next week.
Okay, you write something down for next week while I also talk about there's new musical games. This is a new thing that I've noticed over basically the last year. Games are coming out that are musicals, and
Was Stray Gods there at all? That came out a few months ago, but did that get a
Stray
mention?
Gods, I think that was at the Game Awards last year.
I think that makes sense because it came out like June or something this year.
Yeah. But that's a musical game about Greek gods or something. Yeah, it looks really good. Australian made, possibly. I think
Maybe, not
I met some people at PAX who'd worked on it or
that's cool.
something. Yeah, but there are new musical games, and I think that's real interesting because for a medium where it is all about you interacting with the world, it's kind of strange to like. How do you fit in a musical game? I haven't played any of them, but I want to. I want to try it out.
Tap Revenge was
But
one of
also-
my very first mobile game obsessions as like a 12-year-old.
Was it a musical game?
Yeah.
Oh.
You got like 4 lanes and you tap when the sound's coming. Boop, beep, boop, boop, doop.
I don't think that counts as a music.
Iconic.
I'm talking about like I'm not talking about like Guitar Hero style tapping. I am talking about like there are characters singing and the story is a musical, like a stage musical, a movie musical. And I think that this spells the downfall of games.
Does it?
What have we gone? Woke? We have people singing. We have men singing in games. God, I thought video games were for the boys, but now they're for the gays, theys,
it's
and women.
Paramount merger.
It's a Paramount merger that has done it.
Oh, Microsoft didn't tell you about that bit. No, well, they snuck that through under the radar. You're all distracted by Activision or whatever. They really wanted that sweet Paramount reality TV content.
I mean, Halo's on Paramount Plus.
Oh, not a bad point.
Thank you. Christopher Judge, who played Kratos in God of War in the new ones, he announced one of the first awards. He famously last year won the award for like best voice actor and was up there for 8 minutes.
Didn't thank
giving
his
a speech.
family.
Yeah, but he was up there for 8 minutes, and everyone was like, he was getting played off. So here's the thing with the Game Awards musics. They have an issue where they cut people off a bit too soon.
Because it's more world premieres. We got to watch the ads.
We got to watch the ads, obviously. But also, the reason the people stay on the stage and don't like leave when the playoff music happens is because the playoff music is too good. Anytime the playoff, it's like this big operatic
crescendo underneath your
rumble
speech.
crescendo that sounds like you're getting to that end powerful bit of the speech. Like it really it makes the speech feel way more important. And I am way more engaged during the speech when the music comes in than when not. So like that's their bad.
So what you're saying is they should play the music, and when it cuts out, that's when you kick people out.
I have no. I think I have a suggestion. I think switch the music. Make it
bad. Oh, you're right. No one can talk through that.
No one can talk.
I've tried.
It's too annoying.
Yeah.
But Christopher Judge was on there. They made a joke about him being on there for 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay. Yeah. Play of music sounds inspirational. We have celebs. Every year we have celebs. I have
Wild
a big
ones
list of
too.
celebs.
Surprising ones.
Should I go through them now or go through them later?
Now.
Okay. We have Matthew McConaughey.
Wild.
We have Jordan Peele, which I'll bring up later. We have Anthony Mackie, which I won't bring up later.
Okay.
We have
Timothée
Matt
Chalamet?
Mercer, who's from
The podcast, man.
from what's that Dungeons and Dragons show?
Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
Stranger Things.
No.
Baldur's Gate 3.
No,
These are great suggestions.
The one where they're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, Jumanji.
What? It's not the one where it's the one with Laura Bailey and everyone. And the person who plays Ellie. What's her name?
Bella Ramsey.
No, not a real TV show. A show
What?
where they're playing.
Oh, like Harmon Quest or whatever, but not that one. The other one.
Yeah, the one that we're playing. Not D20. It's the other one. Fuck off. All right, shut the fuck up. Fuck. Walton Goggins was there. Walton Goggins. Simu Leo was
Critical
there.
Role?
Yes, I'm in Critical Role. Simu Leo was there in a moon boot, and he spent half of his time talking about how he was in a moon boot. That was fucking phenomenal.
So good.
I love that. And then finally, we have Modded Controller 360.
What now?
Do you know Modded Controller 360?
Is this a content creator?
Yeah, this is a YouTuber.
Oh no.
Who uploaded like 1 or 2 videos of their modded controller. Their username was Modded Controller 360, and that's Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet, and was introduced by Jeff Keighley.
I was wondering when you were going to bring. I was like, "There's your big name you haven't mentioned."
Yeah. He was
That's
introduced
why.
with
Wait,
that.
so modded software or modded hardware?
Modded
Like,
hardware.
He changed the controller.
He changed like the colors and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, and
That's so funny.
He was introduced as that. And it was the
That's so
funniest
good.
shit. I think he announced Game of the Year or something. Like that was crazy. Anyways, those are celebs. There's a game called Exodus, which I don't remember, but it's made by it's in collaboration with Wizards of the Coast, which is the D&D
God,
people.
they're gonna make so much money this year. It's disgusting.
Okay, God of War. We have a God of War roguelike.
You get a roguelike. You get a roguelike.
Everyone
you
gets
get
a roguelike.
roguelike.
Yeah, Last of Us we got announced that they're getting one. This is like
we'll talk about it.
This is a what's it called when it's not a
Free
prelude?
DLC.
With the no
Epilogue
to God of War Ragnarok.
Postscript.
Yeah, whatever. Where it's I don't know, it's Kratos fucking around
Extraduction.
in what's
Valhalla.
it called? Valhalla, yeah. But then also the last bit of the trailer, you see an ogre, like a Greek mythology ogre that looks like something from like one of the original games.
There was a little something spoilery.
So I haven't engaged with this. It's out now. It's out.
I'm
December
surprised you haven't played
12th.
this. It was like 4 days after the Game Awards. They're like, anyway, you can have it also for free.
Yeah, it's for free, which is crazy. Love that.
Crazy, because apparently there's a lot to it and also story.
This is great. This is what the Game Awards is about. Like, this is what other...
Getting free shit?
Yeah, they should, at the Oscars, they should be like, oh, by the way...
You get a free subscription to whatever for whatever.
Or like...
Movie for a month. I'd take it.
Quibi, it's back.
Ah! Gah! The ghost of Quibi Pass. The ghost of Quibsmas. There's nothing there.
Quibsmas.
We're
like,
Greta
Gerwig has a new...
bad police department and we're bought by Quibi.
But like, Greta Gerwig has a new short film. It's out right now. Go watch it on Netflix. Like, if they did something, like, here's the trailer for it, go watch it in 4 days.
I mean, Netflix do that all the time. They're like, hey, there's a new thing, here's a trailer for it, go watch it in 4 days.
Yeah, but promo it at the awards show and get more people invested in the people that are making
It's wild
the
how
love.
bad the Oscars have remained.
They suck. They suck. Okay, next thing is a game called Big Walk by House. they're just smashing words together. The first one, big and walk, house and the house.
Yo, we got a game about a goose. What are we gonna call it? Untitled Goose Game? That's great. Now no one else can ever use that format. It's fine. It's worth it.
Yeah, so they made Untitled Goose Game, phenomenal game. They are a Melbourne studio.
I got stuck on the first level of Untitled Goose Game.
That's lame as shit.
So freaking embarrassing.
I
haven't gone back. I'm like, I'm not gonna Google it.
We can play it
but then I'm
together.
like,
You can play 2 players, 2 geese.
that would be helpful because
Yeah.
the farmer keeps. That'd be helpful. We don't need to talk about it in
Sound
detail.
like you have some agony over this.
I'm so stuck. It's embarrassing.
Anyways, Big Walk.
The radio makes noise when you move. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay, the
Radio
Big
makes
Walk.
noise
It's a multiplayer game. It
Is this the one
stylistically,
that was-
visually looks quite different to Untitled Goose Game.
PlayStation released a trailer for it.
Maybe.
At the state of play. It was like
No,
the
this is
basically trailer. This is a
announced.
different walking
This is-
game.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is a new one announced now. And the first thing I noticed is
So I got
the
confused
Australian
with Death Stranding. Funny. Carry on.
Big Walk.
Big walk.
First thing I
Big
noticed
walk
was
with your mum on your back. Anyway.
what? Oh yeah, you do have your
played
mum
that.
who was the
Yeah.
president who was dead on your
Yeah.
back, and you're going to cremate her.
Mum on the back, baby on the front. That's how you do it. Modern family living. Big walk. You think I'm joking? It's funny because it's true.
It has I heard Australian birds, and it has an Australian landscape. Like that's
cute.
It's real Australia. I don't know. It was fun. I was like, yeah, I've heard those birds. That was fun. I liked it. All right, here's the next thing. TGA, the Game Awards, is good at a balance of game types. They won't do their world premieres and be like, here's the next Gran Turismo, and here's the next
GTA.
Forza, and here's the
Nice.
next... Like, it's not all the same type. They will have, a roguelike, and then an RPG, and then, like, a platformer family game.
Which is great because it means that
And
at
then a
least
AAA
one in
game.
every 6 will interest me.
Exactly.
Pity about the other 5, but at least they're nicely spread.
Yeah, but it also means that you are kind of, like,
What is
engaged.
this?
Like, what is this? Is this a game that I like? Oh, this isn't normally a game that I'd be interested in,
But
but
here I am. I just watched a whole trailer.
Yeah, there are so many games that I'm way more interested in
Mm.
because of the exposure that the Game Awards gave.
You're still on
Okay.
the first page.
Yeah.
You got to speed it up.
Okay. Well, you keep.
I'll stop into it. I'll tone it
Hideo
down.
Kojima's back. Kojima.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Yeah. He made all the Metal Gear Solid games. He was gonna make PT, but that fell to shreds. And then made Death Stranding.
And now he's back with absolutely no news on Death Stranding 2. It's been a year. What are you doing, man?
He's working on
making a movie
OD.
or whatever.
He's working on OD, which is a
He's
new
busy.
game that isn't a game, but rest assured it's a game. And this one I think might be exclusive to Microsoft. Like for Xbox and PC. Which sucks because they brought in Jordan Peele and his intro music was like the Get Out theme, which was so weird.
It's so strange.
Like, why are you specifically using this theme from, I don't know, but wild to see Jordan Peele there and be like, yeah, I grew up on video games and I now make movies. And Hideo Kojima
was like, yeah, I grew up on movies, but I couldn't make them, so I guess I have to do this now.
yeah, so they're collaborating for OD, which we got a trailer for, and he's also apparently collaborating with other creators as well, which we'll find out in the future. Timothy Chalamet was hanging out with him recently. Like, just there's photos on Twitter of them hanging out together. That guy I think that he just like loves hanging out with celebrities. Like, that's his favorite thing. Anyways, the game OD, we saw a very short trailer of people just speaking to camera and then like sort of crying. It's very, very Kojima. But Hunter Schafer's in it, so that's cool. Love her. It's apparently immersive and terrifying. It has cloud gaming tech. This is what they said. It says it's a game / movie / new media.
Cool.
What does that mean?
Love it.
Yeah. Specifically,
This man just wants to make movies.
And
He's just making longer and longer cutscenes. Just let him make a movie.
let's just let him make.
I
a
mean,
movie.
he's doing a Death Stranding adaptation, but let him make
Yeah.
a different and new movie.
Which is apparently being done by A24.
Correct.
So it's going to be fucking phenomenal.
It's gonna be.
It's going to be
baffling.
weird.
It's
which
gonna
is
be
perfect.
like when we all watched Annihilation for the first time. We were like, "Sorry, what?"
What is that? Also, he called his the people that he's collaborating with. He says he has a secret club of collaboration Avengers,
Oh, that's so
which
cool.
include Jordan Peele and more.
So good.
All right, there you go. That's that one. Now we have new J Park survival first-person shooter set after JP1. By J Park, I mean Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
There's a Jurassic Park first-person shooter. We see a cinematic of just a woman in Jurassic Park, seemingly after everyone's left the island, but she's there for some reason, and you see like iconic things of like that fridge that everyone cried in, because their work was stressing them out, and then also raptors were stuck in there at some point. Yeah, are you excited for that?
No.
Okay, I should have done it. Are you excited for that?
I was like, interesting. And by the time I reached the end of the trailer, I was like, so what this trailer did is it hit all my, you really like that Jurassic movie nerves. And I went, yeah, I do. But what have you actually shown me here?
Well, it's a cinematic trailer. It's probably a couple of years
but it's
out.
just like literally the exact same locations, the exact same theme that like...
Yeah.
I'm skeptical. It could be great. I hope it's great.
I think it's going to be like those Alien games. Like Alien Isolation. Where you have the alien like hunting you down, and I think that'll be fun to have.
I think there's totally potential there. I was just a bit like, wait a second, I'm being played.
You're being
also
played.
Nicely played. I did hit all the brain juice.
Okay, we have game inspired by a Chinese novel based in 1592 called The Black Myth of Wukong.
Great.
Like it's an old mythological novel. I think you're playing as like a monkey person just running around. Seems great. Seems like very Souls-like, but real, like, I don't know, cool mythology with cool, like, creatures and stuff. And I like the idea that it's based on, like, this old ass novel. I think that's cool. I've said this before. More games should be based off books. All right, next thing. We have a Blade game.
Sure do.
Blade.
That was a surprise.
By Arcane Studios.
Can't wait till this comes out in 4 years.
They made Dishonored and Deathloop, and they also were acquired, because they were a part of Bethesda, by Xbox. So that's another cool game that's not coming to PlayStation. I'm not going to buy an Xbox, but that looks cool. It's set in France for some. It's set in Paris. So we have a half human, half vampire fucker running around Paris. That seems great. I love that. Anthony Mackie came in. I said I wasn't going to mention Anthony Mackie. He came in, I can't remember why, but he was just doing a bunch of crowd work. Like, that's the whole thing. He was just like, people were just asking him questions and he was responding like it was some sort, like he was being heckled at a comedy show.
It has real, I wrote this assignment last night vibes.
Yeah. Like, I know I'm meant to be here, but to make this look good, I better, like, I don't know, engage with these people. All right, next note is all caps with 3 exclamation points. Women of color. So many games, and it's been a massive shift, but there were so many games in this show that were featuring women of color as the main protagonist. And I'm not talking like black women. I'm talking women of all different like ethnicities, which is phenomenal to see. I think possibly a majority of the game, at least, if not like at least half, were women of color as the protagonist. And that is so good to see, especially when, like, I've had times in, I don't know, like, even like 5 years ago where I'd recommend games to friends and I'm like, oh, all of these are white angry men as the main character. Even if they're, you know, even if it's The Last of Us and there's a bit more to it, the person you're playing as is a white angry man. So to see so many women of color as the protagonist was great. All right, do you want to hear about the next thing?
Yeah. Yep. Go.
What is Alan Wake 2? Alan Wake 2 came out this year.
Doesn't matter. It won everything.
They had a... I thought I knew what Alan Wake 2 was. I thought it was like a Silent Hill like style mystery game. And then a bunch of... They were doing a show. They were doing it like a music performance because they do 1 or 2 every year. And they were doing one from Alan Wake 2. And there was a rock band there. And everyone was doing an interpretive dance. I think you would have fucking loved it.
I can't believe I missed the game.
But it was so weird.
But the same people who made Control.
Yeah. And it's maybe kind of connected to it. But they were doing this super weird interpretive dance thing for like a good 8 minutes. Like, Christopher Judge could have given a speech in the same amount of time. That looked really cool. There's a Fallout. I'm gonna quickly run through these. There's a Fallout show coming out. They did a trailer for it. It looks like a Fallout. It looks like an Amazon show, mainly because it's made by Amazon. The colors pop and it looks like vaguely mid. I don't know, mid. Best adaptation category is a cool category. They should have that at other shows. I think because video games are considered like a sub form of entertainment.
Best adapted screenplay at the Oscars.
Yeah.
That should be elsewhere.
But that best adapted screenplay is like that thing into a movie.
Oh, you mean awards should have things that were adapted outside of their form and they should celebrate it.
Like the things up for this were like The Last of Us, and
things
it
that were
doesn't matter
games
what
of
the
them.
other things were because The Last of Us won.
Yeah.
But I think that's a cool category to be
The
like,
Mario was there.
yeah, Mario.
Well, eat
movie.
shit, Mario.
Fuck you, Mario.
Fuck you, Mario.
Eat dirt. Eat your brother's hat.
Nice.
I don't know why I said
So
that.
it's the green one.
Is this the green one? All right, here we go. No Man's Sky was 10 years ago, and they're still chugging.
What?
Yeah, remember that time when that Sean Murray from No Man's Sky went on like Jimmy Fallon or something and promoted the game?
You know that I don't remember.
And PlayStation pumped it up like it was going to be a PlayStation exclusive, and they said, hey, this will be a generated world with 1 billion different planets and you could do whatever you want, and we're going to promise the world to you. Oh no, it came out and it could do none of that, and PlayStation stripped its exclusivity, and everyone was like, hey, fuck you, Hello Games, you suck.
And this year we have Starfield. So plus a chance, plus some M-shows. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Sure. But also Sean Murray, yeah, it stayed the same because Sean Murray came on stage again and said, hey, we have a new game. No. We have fixed it over the past 10 years. Props to them. They have. It's actually like
Apparently
more than
very
what they
good.
originally promised. But they said, hey, everyone, we're making a new game, and this one's just one planet, but it's a full-scale real planet. So everything is full-scale, like as big as the Earth. Everything is generated, like it's a full Earth-scale multiplayer game. What the fuck are you doing, Sean? Don't promise the world again. You are literally promising the world.
Very good.
Don't do it. You're an idiot. But apparently that was 10 years ago, also at the Game Awards, so like, I don't know, tradition is tradition. Alright, next thing. Yeah, Timothée Chalamet, mentioned that. Game of the Year Orchestra. Slaps as always.
Always.
And so we had these games up for the Game of the Year. We had Baldur's Gate 3, we had Alan Wake 2, we had Super Mario Bros. Wonder, we had The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, we had Resident Evil 4, and we had Marvel Spider-Man 2. Now, at the end of every Game Awards, they have the Game Awards Orchestra, and they play this
Like a medley of all of the nominees.
yeah, of all
It's
of
always
the,
great.
all of the themes, and they have this video happening with a mishmash of gameplay and stuff, and it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. Once again, the Oscars should do that. The Grammys should fucking do that. Get someone to mix all the best songs that are up for like best song of the year or whatever it is. It's such a fun thing. It slapped. It was great. The flute guy was back, and this time he had a giant fucking instrument as a joke. And finally, Baldur's Gate 3 won Game of the Year.
Sure did.
And the director of Baldur's Gate 3, or whoever was the main person up there, had big clunky armor from the waist up. He was wearing like a full
They went so
metal
hard.
suit of
It
armor.
was so good.
So good, but they cut him off quick. Like he barely got to speak, and I think it would have been better if they got a little more to speak about. That was the Game Awards.
Wonderful.
Phenomenal show. As always. Once again, I think I really enjoyed this kind of more than other years. There were a lot of games there where I was like, I wouldn't normally play this, but I might now because it's really cool to see. Remains my favorite award show. Fucking Oscars, Grammys, the other one, the Emmys, whatever the British people have, the BAFTAs.
Nice.
Take note. Genuinely. The Game Awards aren't perfect. They are new. Like, there are issues. But it's better than what anyone else is doing. And look, you don't have to be good. You just have to be better than others. That's true. That's the lesson to learn today.
That's the lesson from the excellence from the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Just improve the formula slightly.
Yeah. You don't have to revolutionize any. No, they are.
Do you regret watching the Game Awards?
No.
4 hours of content?
Oh,
4 hours of advertising?
no, it was fun because I got to
good.
do whatever. I also was slightly behind when I was watching it. Like I came in like an hour late, so it meant that I could skip through the ad sections. So that was fun. Yeah, I think bring back the world premiere voice though.
Yeah.
I think that's fun. I think they should keep that. Anyways, that's Game Awards. Go watch it,
Great.
even if you're not into video games. It's a fun romp. Find someone who's into video games.
Don't watch it by yourself if you're not into video games.
Yeah, no, don't watch it by yourself.
I only get through it because I'm watching it with you.
Yeah, but I feel like you wouldn't enjoy it.
It's growing on me.
Yeah.
Not in good conscience recommend.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Also, Gonzo was there, which I mentioned. Like, he was genuinely there with the chicken, and they talked about chicken video games and
I
stuff.
forgot about that.
It was fun. Wacky, weird people show up. Hosier was at last year's one.
Wild.
Phenomenal. All right, excellent. That's the Game Awards, everyone. That's my finish.
Great. Now, are we doing up and up or are we doing mail? Because it's one or the other.
No, we're doing up and up real quick, and then we're doing mail.
Okay, it better be literally 1 minute.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
Go.
Every time I'm bringing it up, I'm talking about up and up. Not the theme song.
All right, we get it. It's the end of the year. You need a rush to whatever the
Yeah.
I don't know, your New Year's celebration.
You go, because then I can cut you off.
Shoot a firework up your ass to get rid of the elephant. Fight it from
gone
the
the
other
wrong
way.
way, jeez.
No. You want it to come up, so you need to stick something up.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Thank you.
That's my up and up.
Do your up and up.
That was really... Okay. No, you go first, because I need to cut you off if you're too slow.
Okay, sure. My up and up is I am going to start watching Percy Jackson and the Olympians. That's out.
Right.
I'm
What a
so
good
excited.
pick.
They were my favorite books as a child.
Any following up?
Following up? Yeah. Can't remember.
Great, no worries. I have got... Sorry to be boring, but coming up is Christmas Eve working in retail. It's literally all that's on my mind, and I have to get through it tomorrow, and then I'm good. Following up, I've got... Remember Netflix's Wes Anderson's Roald Dahl short stories?
Yeah.
Remember how I was like, I've only watched the one, and the others seem fine. There's one that's way better than the others. 3 of them are 17 minutes instead of 44, and Poison is the best one. Go watch Poison.
Is it 44 minutes?
No, it's 17.
Oh.
Go watch Poison. Make yourself a dinner, make yourself a breakfast, go watch Poison. It's great.
Cool. Excellent.
That's it.
All right, I'll do it.
Do
no,
it.
I won't. That's a lie. I'm not
Well, you
gonna
should
watch
do it.
Well, maybe I won't.
Well, maybe you should.
Well, maybe you should move on to the next segment.
All right, I will. It's
the next-
mail.
Mail!
You've got mail.
You've got mail.
We had a really funny joke last week where we had a Liam, the bear who did mail, but that's gone and buried now.
Yeah, we tried
Sorry,
to record
Liam.
mail last week.
We succeeded, but you said you hated all the listeners, and then we
I
gave
never
up.
said that. Don't you
You
dare
said
say
that.
that. I have a bear named Liam, which is mail backwards, that's going to eat your face off. She's real hungry.
Liam will back
She's
me
real
up.
hungry. She's going to eat your face off.
Anyway, we got...
Welcome to
we
Liam,
got 19
everyone.
minutes for... No, we got 14 minutes for mail.
Excellent. Liam, bring us the mail.
All right.
I'm speed running this bit that we did in the
Good,
episode.
okay, you're speed... That is it, it's
That's
done.
Liam,
Is this the
Tim.
bear that has matches and gasoline? No, it's a new 4th or 5th bear, all right? Get on board.
Get on board.
It.
Get on.
on the bear. Get on
on.
Liam. Liam's been carrying mail, now Liam needs someone to
We
wait
have
down.
too many animals this episode.
It's just... What? Name another 2.
An elephant.
Okay?
And your monkey ass.
Oh, damn! You just
Yeah.
called me a monkey. If I hadn't been watching Planet of the Apes recently, I might be offended, but I'm like, nah, they're pretty cool.
They're pretty cool,
Love
right?
a monkey.
What's Liam saying?
First mail
Wait,
is-
okay, no. I have a new joke.
Oh my god.
Okay, Liam
Only
may or
happens
may not
once
be
in
a
a
bear,
generation, folks.
but it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. It happens like 3 times an episode. Liam,
You making a
I
joke
think
happens much more
all
than
of our mail should be from Liam.
Okay, great.
What does Liam tell us
So
this week?
Liam wrote into episode 7, which was Barbie and Netflix games, all caps, I will go to Barbie soon. Soon is lowercase. Liam's funny like that.
Wait, they said, I will go to Barbie soon.
Correct.
Do you reckon they did?
Yes.
How's Liam doing? Is she doing all right?
She's doing all right. Let's keep reading to find out. We actually have
I
a
really want to know if this
chronological list.
person went to Barbie and how soon. Did they comment that? When did they comment that?
Well, this was... Oh, I actually took out the dates because they make it messy, but I could tell you. It was many months ago.
Okay.
Like when Barbie was a thing.
Okay, when Barbie was still
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you better have.
You better have done it, Liam.
We'll hunt you down.
I mean...
Throw a brick through your window and say, watch Barbie soon.
And also Bridget Mail soon. Episode 8, The Bear and a Song of Ice and Fire. So, I mean, Liam's got some skin in the game here. Got some fur in the game. Liam says, the best roar! With lots of exclamation marks. So, I mean, that sounds a lot like Liam.
That does sound
That
a
sounds
lot
a
like
lot
Liam.
like Liam.
Liam does love some roars.
Oh, love some roars.
Love some roars.
Then we have, like, a hard pivot in Liam's preferences, which is fine. We welcome all to comers here. You can have multiple interests. On episode 9, which was Good Omens and More High School Musicals,
Yeah.
Liam said, hit podcast with the Grease cast. Also love Good Omens, so there's that too.
Okay.
So thanks, Liam.
Is Liam in Greece?
Yes.
I guess so.
So a funny thing has happened here. Liam sent us 2 pieces of mail, and they put on like a different persona. They put on like a different mask, if you will. And this other mask just says, you guys are idiots.
On the same episode?
On the same episode.
Liam's fucking crazy, dude.
Liam's got... There's 2 bears. Inside your bear, there are 2 bears.
Okay.
There's the one that you feed.
And the one that
there's
you
the
give
one that
matches
thinks
and
we're
gasoline.
idiots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We got bears within
I
bears here.
would
This is
love-
unsustainable.
Greece and there's just a bear. Who do you think would be played by Bear?
Danny Zuko.
Danny would be the bear.
Yeah.
You don't think that the what's her name? The Australian one.
Oh, Olivia Newton-John's
Yeah.
character. And then
I
at the
reckon-
Sandy, and then at the end she just like slicks down like the black fur, and that's her like leather thing.
I think
You're right. It's clearly Sandy. That's why she does the
Sandy's
whole
a
change
bear.
of personality thing.
Yeah.
But the joke is that at the end she feels like this like sexy, beautiful, empowered new woman, but she's still just a bear, just the same bear, and everyone else
Why
is
can't-
like, they're all doing like shooba-dooba-dooba-doo, bop-da-bop-da-bop, and everyone's just terrified because they're holding hands with this bear that's still a bear. I want to see this.
I feel like
Am I
bears can be
overly
sexy.
passionate about
I feel
this?
like bears can be sexy.
And
The
I
same
feel
bears-
like you said that, not me. Then that's fine.
sexy bears. Bears can be sexy. I feel like you can't. Just
I
say
haven't
that
seen
bears can't
Cocaine
sleep.
Bear, so I'm not going to rule it out.
I don't think that's the sexiest bear. I think I think a bear from Brother Bear is probably pretty sexy.
Oh, yeah?
I think you got to go an animated film. I don't think seeing a real.
I mean, Winnie the Pooh's never wearing any pants. You got even points for that. His sex appeal is putting it all out there. You know what I mean? You know they banned Winnie the Pooh in the Netherlands?
Really? Because
Yeah.
he got no pants.
He's got no pants. I mean, he's got nothing to show.
Spreading that
pants.
honey everywhere.
Oh, okay, let's
He's
move on with
sitting
some
back
mail.
listening to his jizz. Sorry.
Okay, all right. Episode 10, which is Oppenheimer and It Takes Two, and also the one where I drank all that coconut milk. Liam says, nice male section, which I'm pretty sure is a serious comment, but there's like a solid 30% chance that was heavy sarcasm.
Wait, did we do mail then?
Nice mail. We did mail once. When? I don't remember.
Surely we have it in the notes somewhere.
Oh, we have it in the notes.
So, okay, yeah, that sounds sarcastic.
It sounds sarcastic, doesn't
Look,
it? Nice mail section, all lowercase, no punctuation.
I don't really want to threaten a bear.
Nice mail section.
I don't really want to threaten a bear. I feel like
Let's move along.
I think
Let's
we
just
should
run
move
in the
along.
opposite direction.
Yeah.
Thank God the opposite direction doesn't mention mail. Wait. Yeah, doesn't mention mail.
Okay, what does it say?
Liam has put on 3 personalities for episode 11. Fleabag and the two men united with Prim.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Goose. 2 hands making the love heart emoji.
Oh,
They're
cute.
very cute.
And look, they bears have 2, like four paws. They can make 2
No, I thought you were going
hands.
to say 4 hearts. I'm like, I think that's worms.
No, that's the doctor. Wait, no, the doctor has 2 hearts.
Oh.
The doctor
I
has
thought
2
you
hearts.
meant just like your GP.
Yeah, my
I was
GP.
like, nah, I
My
feel
GP
like that explains why they got into the profession.
Yeah, they're like, this is
This is
concerning.
not normal.
Turns out, it means they have a lot more empathy,
Does it?
which is what you want.
Mm.
Yeah, every time I go
Do they
in-
have really high blood pressure too?
Okay, genuine story.
Okay.
Quick genuine story.
Quick doctor
Last time I
story.
went and saw
We're doing
my
traffic
GP.
and doctors.
Also, I see a different GP every time. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
last GP I saw, which I think I'll stick with her because she,
Had
I
multiple
walked
hearts?
in, I was like, "Hi, I'm here for my appointment." She's like, "Fantastic, sit down. I'm gonna go make myself tea." I'm like, "All right."
All right. Not a good start or a good start?
Well, she pivoted very quickly because she was like, "Would you like some tea?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "What sort of tea do you like?" I'm like, "There are options."
Oh, there are options.
I was like, "Peppermint,
Some
if you have
tea
it."
is expensive.
And she was like, "Yeah, I'll get you peppermint tea." And it was good, but it wasn't even like Twinings.
Yeah, that's what we have, and it's bad. Every time I'm like, peppermint tea, and then I'm like, I forgot it was this peppermint
I
tea.
literally bought tea the other day and I said, "Reuben, do you want Twinings
Then I
or do you
went,
want
yeah,
something
give
else?"
us Twinings peppermint, just
It's
give us
cheap.
40.
Yeah.
So now I got 41 teas to drink.
We did have an extra tea. That's why we added it. Yeah, I love a GP that gives me tea.
Love
Perfect. So what's this 4-hearted bear saying?
So Liam's second heart says, really funny. That Prim guy has such a lovely voice.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
And
love
then,
it. You know what?
Go on.
He does have a lovely voice.
It's true.
He has an excellent voice. He
It's
should
true.
start a podcast now that he's in New York.
Has podcast practice. Has expertise.
Podcast. Practice. All right, let's go.
All right. So the third heart of Liam says, has anyone bought Jedi Survivor yet? Followed by many question marks and exclamation marks.
Reuben has bought Jedi Survivor.
I bought it, I played it, I finished it, was going to
You
talk...
finished it?
Yeah, I was going
I didn't know you finished it.
Yeah, I finished it ages ago.
What the fuck?
Why do you think I'm playing Spider-Man?
I thought that you...
I've also finished.
I have finished it. I thought you just like...
Just stopped.
Yeah, just pivoted. We're like, oh, well, Jett's around and I don't want to spoil Jedi Survivor, so I'll play some
No, I just played
Spider-Man.
it when you went around. I was going to talk about today. It was in bold, but then I watched Clue last night, so...
All right, well, yeah. No,
quick
Reuben
no spoiler review,
seceded.
not as good as Clue.
Oh, I thought you were going to compare it to Jedi Fallen Over 1.
Oh, no. I don't know. That requires thought.
How is it? Is Jedi getting back up better than Fallen Over?
I mean, it's a
Jedi,
lot of
I'm the
slow getting back
survivor.
up.
I'm going to get back up.
I'm going to get back up. It's like Wink Murder, but in between round. I got nothing.
What are you saying?
I don't
Are
know.
you trying to pivot to a clue
COVID
thing?
brain. No, that would have been funny. I should have done that.
Wink murder.
I was just thinking about a time when you like survive and get up, but that's not. I could have gone with werewolf. I could have gone with beowulf. Werebear. I could have done any of these funny jokes, but I missed them all. So we better just move on
to the next thing.
Thank God. All right, spare me this pain. Episode Big Chump. 5 episodes, no mail. I think Liam might have been pissed that we didn't do a mail section.
Oh my God.
5 episodes, no. And skip 4 episodes.
And then Liam said, "What? Do mail? Don't mail? What did Liam say?"
You'll never believe what Liam's comment on episode 16 is.
What?
Mail.
Just that?
Just mail.
Just mail.
Uppercase M, lowercase rest of the word. No full stop. Mail.
Interesting.
4-week gap. 5th week, mail. I feel terrible.
Yeah, no,
I feel
really
actively bad.
We've like actually ignored our listeners.
And
also, I'd like to say, I'd like to wash my hands and absolve myself from guilt, because if you listen back, just about every episode, I'm like, Reuben, time to do mail.
then every week, there was a very good reason that we couldn't do mail.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, there was.
You just get tired after doing the podcast.
I just get... and is that not a good reason?
Reuben, you have COVID, and we're doing the podcast.
I know. We got forced into mail. Oh my God.
The elephant's trying to
There's an
escape.
elephant trying to break its... I think it's going lower. This is going to get worse before it gets
You
better.
need to chuck that firework up your ass real quick.
Quick, give me. What? Oh! Are we doing this?
I don't know what we're doing. Go for your next
We're
thing.
going so close.
Gonna do the sound effects for a firework exploding in your rectum.
No, I've seen it in the boys. Like, no one can top
Oh!
that.
Gross.
It was. So, recap. 4-week gap.
Yeah.
Then mail, very quietly. Then the following episode 17. We need mail. Give it to us, please. All caps. So Liam really at their wits' end.
Liam's getting real intense.
Liam's getting really intense.
How many more have we got to go? How many mails? 2 mails?
Two hours. Then Liam, for episode 18, which was Songbirds and Snakes, they kept the intensity, but they decided we're not doing mail. They decided to yell at us about a different thing.
Oh, great. I
They
love
said
it when
all
she
caps.
does that.
Where is the link to the YouTube video of Subway Surfers?
I'm sorry.
And where is mail?
Oh, fuck. God damn, were those 2 different comments or the same comment?
Same comment.
Fuck,
Separated
okay.
by many exclamation marks.
Look, I was gonna do the Subway Surfer
Yeah,
video,
now his hands are clean.
and then I
Mine.
forgot. And then I forgot, and then it seemed like, I can't remember. What did we promise? Do we promise to upload?
Upload all of episode 18, but just with
To
Subway
YouTube,
Surfers on
to
top, like
YouTube.
a TikTok.
Yeah, with the Subway Surfer on top?
Not on top, just I think we just said the
What
video.
do we put on the bottom?
Don't
promise
Subway
anything.
Surfers.
All right.
Going backwards.
No, we're just
Like
doing 2
Tennant.
Subway Surfers on top
Like
of each
Tennant. We put David Tennant. All right, that's enough of that.
other. All right, I'll tell you what, Liam.
Tell me what.
Liam,
Oh, it's telling Liam.
we'll do it. I'll do it this week
Great.
for the other
and
one.
2 reels? Or are you just going to just skip
Yeah,
one?
I'll upload some more reels, I guess.
That'll be good. It's
Alright,
Christmas. What else are you doing? Seeing your family? Pfft, they're not important.
Wow.
Episode 19. Liam says, I love Goose. All caps.
Aww.
I want a nice round out.
Aw.
Goose was here for most of this. But actually, she wasn't. She was here for 4 minutes. Then she walked across the keyboard.
She did.
But she was here.
She was here. That's really nice.
How
That's
cute,
lovely.
right?
Nothing better to
Delightful.
round out this episode
That's
than
right.
a bear and a cat
A bear and a cat.
in a lesbian
And some mail.
lover
Yeah,
situation.
why not?
It's rough.
Don't think about the
It's rough.
practicalities
Not in the way
of
that
it.
you think.
Oh, no?
Nah.
As in, it's rough for the bear.
Goose is vicious.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for
Just the
listening to this
dominant
episode.
relationship. Is that too much?
That's too much. Stop
Okay,
talking
we'll
about
cut
my
that.
cat.
Okay.
Sexual.
Please
Next you're going to
stop.
say that bears can be sexy.
Oh, just you wait till you watch The Bear.
Oh,
Have you watched season 2? Doesn't matter. Round us out.
all right. Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Stinished It. Thanks for suffering through it with us. So,
Literally.
I genuinely think that Reuben's going to pass
I'm
out.
actually going to die. I have to leave the house. I have to go. I have to turn around. I worked 11 hours today. I have to turn around and go again.
God.
Not to work.
We've recorded 11 hours of podcast today. That's what Reuben's referring to.
Now I have to go to my real job.
We cut down the podcast heavily.
Oh.
These are the best bits.
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
year.
These are the highlights.
These are the highlights.
One day we'll give you the whole thing.
One day. No, don't promise that.
Oh, sorry. The whole thing with Subway Surfers. 11 hours of
Shut
Subway
the fuck up.
Surfers.
And we'll do mail.
And we'll do mail in
We'll
that
do-
same episode. Honestly, it makes it even more terrible that we're doing 10, 11 hours a week and I still
can't do
mail.
mail. By the end, you're like, well, there's no time.
I'm so tired and we've got to go to bed.
We've got to go to bed.
I'm so tired.
Thank you to Hetty Moysey for
Thanks,
our
Hetty.
lovely podcast
It
art.
remains
Be
good.
more enthusiastic, Reuben.
No, it's genuine. It's me being exhausted, being like, thank God there's that nice cover art to introduce people to whatever this is.
If you want to get in contact with us, write in stinishedit@gmail.com. You know what? We had a lot of comments, a lot of messages from Liam saying, you know, just nice little comments about the podcast, love Goose, blah blah blah. But I reckon it would be fun to like get some engagement. I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you watch the Game Awards,
if you watch the game.
We'll see if you watch it. Like, let me know what you think. Do you think that other award shows should do what the Game Awards are doing? Chuck some trailers, chuck some new songs in there. Like, that would be fun.
If you watch Clue, tell us your favourite. Tell you what, you can give us 3 favourite lines because it's hard to narrow it down.
Sure. Are you watching the new Doctor Who? Tell me. I'd love to be able to chat with some people. Like, yeah, that'd be fun. Let's start a discussion. What was your start at it?
I don't remember.
All right, whatever Reuben started it was. Message in about that. Tell us
what it
you
was.
think. I think that'll be fun because then each week we can like review the things.
What you're saying is we had bad mail.
No, I'm not. I'm saying
I feel like you're saying that you hate our listeners.
I've never said that. I've never said that. I just think maybe that could be part of the following up. Maybe we could bring
It
in
would be much more fun. Let's
mail
bring people in.
into the follow up.
Yeah.
And yeah, tell us what you
Yeah.
think about the things that we chat about, and then we can have a fun like little discussion. I think that'd be cute. Anyways. Thanks everyone for listening. Rate us 5 stars on your podcast app, whichever one you're using, or one you're not using. Find a different app that you don't use.
Rate us 5
download
stars
it.
there.
Find us. Rate us 5
And then
stars.
tell us about it because you deserve some credit if you do that.
Absolutely. Excellent. We will see you next week. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna I need to put Reuben out of his suffering at this point.
Help.
There's an elephant and it's in his throat. I think that there's only one way to get it out. And I think a nice sharp cylindrical object straight to the throat, like
that way.
frisbee discus throw would
yeah,
be
what are you
work
thinking?
perfectly.
What do you? Sorry.